pretty average, I could say. Yours?
Oh, it's going to be fun leading up to the holidays, but thankfully I survived.
True. Oh, it's snowing at your place.
Yep, New York is going to get blasted. We'll see how long it lasts.
We had very little snow over the past few years here in Croatia.
Do you have mostly public transportation around there, or everyone just has cars?
Uh, well, we have barely public transportation, but we do have some. Um, but there's no like taxis and stuff like that, like in New York and stuff.
So
Mostly
you're
just people have cars.
yep, you're thinking of New York City, which is great because every time I say New York, people think New York City. I am in upstate New York with the rednecks. We have no public transportation. We have no any transportation.
That sounds intriguing.
You could take a risk with your cell phone and call Uber and get into the back of someone's pickup truck that has an entire dinette set in it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to think about like America and stuff like that. It's like, oh, it's interesting,
No, it's not.
but
It's terrifying. It's
I know it's terrifying, but terror is interesting, you could
oh
say.
god. It's not boring.
Yeah, exactly that. Would you rather live in a safe and boring country or exciting
Yes.
one where you can die any day?
So safe and boring, please. Sounds great.
Good day.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
How is everyone doing this fine morning?
I'm great. I got lots of new little things for you, and there's going to be some exciting stuff as well. I'm glad I didn't TPK you yesterday.
I mean, you could have, and you know what? I wouldn't thought of it any other way.
He only killed half of you, right? The Bramble Special.
No, no, no. He almost took our NPC wizard away from us, which would have been
And the
fair.
bear. And the bear.
And the bear.
I was
And the
about
bear.
I was about to do 32 d6 damage of force to that bear, and someone hero pointed him.
And he got a nat 20, which resulted in 32, which just beat the DC.
Jesus.
It was time to remember.
It's a lot of force.
I was ready to run away. I'll be real.
That's, I mean, something, yeah, that pops everyone, doesn't it? I don't know what level you guys are, but I assume not that good.
We're level 5, and it was
Yeah.
God.
It's Silver, myself. We have Kantaro, we have Zoval, we have
They had
Zell.
6 PCs and
Yeah,
2 NPCs.
6 player characters. Yeah.
And they were struggling.
So what? We had the action economy for sure, but it was definitely like, oh, he said triple digits, and he almost killed our bear in one shot. Ooh.
So
No,
they are in the
Mhm.
Temple of Elemental Evil, so this is not me being sadistic.
No, it's just the temples of, right romping time. I was more afraid of the attack score the Earth chanter had. Plus 14 to attack rolls, or was
Yeah.
it like plus 19 or something like that?
It was like plus 20 something. He's a CR10.
Yeah, and
He's
I
the
was like,
weakest. He's the weakest of all the elemental priests, too. The head priests.
Makes more sense now that I know you're doing Elemental Evil, though. That's just like, you're supposed to die. You min-max and it still doesn't work.
Yep.
like he would have sneezed on us, and I'll be like, all right, well, I guess I crumple like a fucking paper.
Which
Hey,
Quaid
those
did.
babies?
Yeah.
Quaid did.
Poor Quaid.
My man walked through Earth, popped up near Quaid's ranger, and it's like, goodbye, Ed boy, and
My
that was
God.
it.
Oh my God.
I swear, if he had more actions, he would have done worse. But he had to walk through Earth, which was all right. Oh boy. Great though.
Bramble, can you tell me how of the tasks that we have done,
Yeah.
which ones were issued by which branch?
Yes, I can, because it's recorded in your journal. Let me just take a look here. Permanent record. Pretty sure I had a thing here.
Good morning.
Good evening for you.
Oh yes, time zones. Good evening.
Yeah. yeah, I just had dinner. I was like, yeah.
That's what's up. What was for dinner?
I don't know what it's called in English, but it's called pyttipanna in Swedish. It's diced potatoes and meats, and some onions.
There we go. I
Sounds
made
like
it
my type of
observer
meal.
now.
Oh.
I apologize because show all players doesn't immediately make it observer.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do things a little differently this time. I'm not going to ask you for a recap
Uh-oh.
because that would take away thunder from something else. Why don't you just tell me how you're all doing today?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, I'm doing fine too. Played some Witcher.
I saw
Nice.
Witcher 3, I saw.
Yes. And one of those games you pick up and play occasionally, but never really quite finish.
That sounds like me in Fallout.
Sounds like me in Skyrim.
You
Oh,
install
that's
it, play a couple hours, and boom.
Yeah, that's true. Skyrim, I think like level 60 and then I bow out every time.
I actually finished Cyberpunk yesterday.
Did
Oh,
you?
wow. That's an accomplishment. Did you do it with the bugs or after the fixes?
I did it yesterday, so
After
it's still a
fixes.
very buggy game. I don't know why, but I seem to somewhat love when games are buggy. I just play more games that are buggy. Somehow.
That explains Skyrim.
No Man's Sky as well. It's insanely buggy.
I was about
Yeah.
to say it's more fun buggy now. When it first came out, my god,
Well,
Yeah.
not-
I remember
missions just wouldn't work. That's the most infuriating thing ever.
Mm.
100%.
Not everything. Let me finish this.
Nah.
That looks so good.
Yeah, I played No Man's Sky like a year ago, and I was aiming for. I don't think it was intentional, so maybe it was a bug. But like the wiki mentioned how you could exploit, like you get a free freighter, but if you say no, you get offered a second one, and the second one can be a high rarity.
Yep.
But the second one wasn't free. I don't know. The wiki said it should be free, so I felt
Oh.
lied to.
I was about to say, whenever I did it, you could keep rejecting it, and they would keep giving you free freighters until you got a really good one. Maybe they patched it though. That would make sense.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it wasn't free, so I felt cheated.
No.
So like
Nope.
I didn't get
How
a
dare
free
you.
one, even though it's
I
better.
kept waiting for an S-class freighter. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I just grinded 3 hours for one, which is pretty good actually.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's a lot more fun with friends too, where you just like, let's go. Squad people.
Yeah.
You also know what's better with friends?
Everything.
School.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
no.
oh, oh, yeah.
I forgot we're going back to class.
Not yet. You've got one more day of tasks to do. And this is the most important task that you will do in your entire career because it will shape you in a way that you do not yet realize.
Oh no.
Yep. But before that happens, what would you like to do with the remainder of your day after the quail incident?
That's a good question. Do you have the rest of the afternoon for downtime?
Yeah, Ignacy has stopped bothering you.
Oh. I would probably go help out in the dining hall.
Okay.
So can I do an earn income or?
Oh yes, yes. You'll have time to do that. Are you going to use nature or survival?
I think it's hold up. Yeah, pretty same. I'm gonna do nature.
Nice.
This woman blesses you, child, for helping.
Well, we'll see if I'll help. All right, let's see. Oh, just made it.
Yep, yep.
Very nice.
And what are you gathering exactly? Are you hunting like dinosaurs and stuff for meat in the jungle, or are you just getting like roots and vegetables and let's say all the fruit that's just hanging around?
Probably fruit and herbs.
Okay. This will take the remainder of your night though, since this is a 8-hour activity minimum.
So 2 silver just.
Yep, you get 2 silver, and she makes sure that you have a decent meal, even if the dining hall is closed, with her thanks.
Oh,
Wow.
I'll thank her, and then after that I'll go back to the dorms.
Okay. Who else would like to do an activity for the night, or maybe talk to an NPC?
Read run.
Perhaps
So
about
OT wants to like to.
birds. Yeah.
Yes, I was about to say, I feel like if I cash in that afternoon now, I don't have to worry about it in the future.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah, but I mean, it would make sense because essentially it would be like you guys try and solve the quail situation. I run off, and then I'm just gone for the rest of the day.
God.
Like I was like, was she kidnapped? Was she? Did she fall into a well or something? No, she just got caught up in talking to the teacher. But yeah, I feel like that would make sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, he is more than happy to, but unfortunately, due to his responsibilities at the Magambia, he cannot leave campus while students may need him, but he lets you know when his next day off is, and he and his wife are more than happy to bring you along.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not like one of those professors that's just like, I'm going to the racquetball course. Go there if you need me.
I'm actually going to ask Professor OT what a bird that he knows, like... No, I'm actually going to ask Professor OT what's his white whale? Like, what bird would he love to one day see? Or, like... Yes. Observe.
A phoenix, of course.
Ah!
Most rare and mythical of all birds.
Okay.
But such a thing is not possible. I fear they are just stories.
How come? I mean, I'm sure there would be some information about them in the library.
Well,
where they could be found.
Mostly stories.
Well, if you want to see one, then I'm sure it must be real.
I do wish, child, that simply wishing for something made it real. But that is not the sort of world that we live in a magical fantasy world of undead nations, Western gunslinging heroes, dinosaurs in the jungle. It's just too fantastical and out there. Yes.
Yeah. Well, if I were to find a phoenix, what does it look like? And what makes it so special?
He looks kind of puzzled. You see, it could be any type of bird. Sometimes it could be a person. I really can't say. It's one of the mysteries that I wish to explore about this world, if it exists. And if it doesn't, it is simply a good enough story to keep conversation.
And what makes it so mythical, other than it being able to appear as anything?
Oh, well, it's a primal ability to heal and resurrect itself even after death. Its ability to burn that which that is encased in fire, get through the immunities of fire of other creatures. Its ability to progress throughout with timelessness of eternal youth. Oh, there's so many things about the power of the Phoenix. But, again, all stories.
I just hear fire. I'm like, okay, so it's probably not going to be found on the plane of water then.
No, I wouldn't think so. Perhaps a cryo phoenix.
That sounds cool. Yeah, but I mean, from how you described it, I feel like, I'm just gonna ponder and be like, if I ever come across one, I don't know. I feel like that would be a pretty spectacular find, right?
Oh yes, definitely. It was why even the people of Tianzhe would rejoice, and they are in the Isle of Dragons. The people of Absalon would be completely astounded by this. There's never been one in all of Absalon's history either within the Starstone Isles. I don't even think the power of the Starstone could grant such a thing.
You mean it?
Well, yes.
Whoa. And I'm like, I'm just picturing this like gigantic bird that's like big enough to eat a house. Like, whoa, it must be awesome, and it can be set on fire.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I think since Professor OT was fairly vague about it, I'm gonna research phoenixes.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. We'll save that for another day, though.
Yeah. Just gonna put that down. Notes.
All right. Who next?
I would like to go to the library and study up on the local area.
No problem. What would you like to learn about Nabantu or within the Magambi jungle itself? Or perhaps the school?
I guess I'll learn about the school as I go. Probably more about the city. Just
Okay.
like, how it runs, how it's governed, stuff like that.
I can easily answer that question. There are 11 democratically elected mayors that simultaneously run the city. And it's kept an odd number specifically as a tiebreaker for most of the laws that need to be passed and regulated. And everyone basically elects them without gerrymandering. So everyone gets fair and equal representation. Like no
But
one...
you said Phoenix can't be real.
Yeah. Look at this. The political wonder of a fantasy world, but no phoenixes.
Yeah.
No Phoenix. Just no gerrymandering, which is
Yes.
fantastical. Good to know. So they're all by a district, or obviously not gerrymandered, but...
Right. They're not by district. They're within the population itself. So you see that, the majority rule and whatnot is, of course, for the people who live here, but they also take a vested interest within foreign affairs because they have to trade outward. And with kingdoms like Nyx, Geb, Alkenstar being neighbors, it sometimes creates tension. And you're not going to find firearms, unfortunately, within Nabantu because Alkenstar keeps them mostly to themselves. They have a tight grip on those firearms. Geb isn't exactly known for coming here. They're not exactly welcome because they have an entire slavery trade of human beings simply to feed their population. And as I mentioned before last time, that sometimes people do go missing within the proximity of Geb, and that is unfortunate. So they try to keep their people safe. And Nyx is responsible for the magical holocaust that happened that created Alkenstar. And that's where the mana wastes are. And that's part of where the preservation of the entirety of the jungle really comes in, because these people want to live with the jungle, not conquer it or anything like that, because they saw what the other archmages did, as opposed to their archmage, which started this school of magic with the 10 warriors.
All good information. All right. Yep, so I'd be studying up on all that today.
Mm-hmm. I would also say that you learn about the magical wards that are present within the school as well, kept as a protection method.
Got it.
Because I know you were interested in those tunnels you found.
Yes.
One person left.
Hello. I think where Disco will be spending their day is either at the Lushy Gardens or the Shifting Greenhouse to assist with any upkeeping of the flora.
So the Leaf Leshies are happy to take your help, Disco, over at the Leshy Garden, and you see them building the most wonderful little constructs of war. Like they have ones with sickles and swords and shields and everything. It looks like they're getting ready to play war. And then you see this big announcement, like declared on the side of like the Leshy Gardens sign and whatnot. You see like big signage saying about the tournament happening this Saturday.
Okay, I think Disco would further inquire. Little Leshy friends, what is this tournament? And can anyone participate?
Yes, anyone can participate, one of the Leaf Leshies tells you as they're making their little constructs and whatnot. Team of 6. 2 per bout. 3 bouts.
Is this a combat-based
Yes.
sort of scenario?
Yep. War game.
Lethal, non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Huh. And
That's
you said
why we
this
use.
weekend?
Yep, that's why we use constructs, so mages can go all out without hurting us.
Oh, you build.
Yes. And he starts to take one
Wow.
of your limbs. Yes. Yes, we build. And he looks
I
at your
shake
limb.
them off. I shake them off. And you better watch yourself before you get trimmed.
Ah! He runs off.
Can I observe how they're crafting these constructs? And
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're making them out of wood. They're taking like lumber
oh
and everything
no,
that has fallen and whatnot. Yeah, they're taking it apart. And you just look at them ripping off the bark of one of the trees, and these leaf leshies, they have all these nasty, gnarly teeth, and they are not cute or nice looking at all, like Fistful of Flowers. These are like wild, untamed leshies that came directly from the jungle.
these are savage sorts. I think I'll take my leave.
Aha.
Just in case someone gets a little bit. Sorry, no. It wasn't like that. I swear.
Uh-huh.
I swear. I really did.
I'm gonna take you to the dorms now.
Yeah, that's fair. Thank you.
Yeah. So, begins to get dark.
Oh, hi everyone.
Hello.
Oh no, I can't see shit.
Oh no!
Hold on. Hold on.
Gray. Time stop.
Hold on. I can do this. There's my spells.
Yep.
Ooh. It looks like we're in water.
Here.
Let there
I
be
am
like.
your light.
Yes, light.
I am your Huckleberry.
Oh, by the way, can you give me the mage hand for the
Uh,
last session?
I think that is in my inventory, the Hand of the Mage.
Yeah, we have shared loot, so just put it there and
I
I'll join.
apologize. I thought I put it there already. Shared loot is under the. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Player characters.
Yep.
Thank you again. It's going to be under equipment.
All right. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So I invest, and now I can cast mage hand. Fun.
Yep.
Question: is it normally this dark back in the dorms?
It's dark at night, doesn't it?
Yes, but not in the dorms.
I wonder
At
why
least I don't think so.
the lights didn't activate.
Who said that?
Me. The TM. I wonder why the lights didn't activate.
Oh! I thought that was a character.
No. Here, let me do
Oh.
this. Let me do that.
Yeah. All right, I snuff out my light.
Yep. You can go back to your rooms.
Oh, nice.
I thought it was like a surprise party. It was like, oh crap, we're gonna get indoctrinated into the Magwambi.
Don't worry, that's coming.
Initiation.
Yes.
Oh no. Hey Shamshu, I can see you through the wall.
No. There's no wall. We're just the same room.
Oh, we're in the same room. Hey bud.
Oh wow, now the walls aren't working? What the hell?
It's okay. Well, I'm just
Hang
I
on.
don't care about ours. It's fine.
Yeah. Privacy.
Oh, boo.
so dark.
I can't see anything. My tree friend.
I think tonight I will try this bed.
I too will use the bed that I always use.
For context, Disco has never used the bed. They just sit down just at the doorway. And then wake up like, alright, time for a new day.
I mean, I guess that's the advantage of not having like a corporeal body. Like you don't have to worry about like getting a crick in your neck or whatever.
That sounds terrible.
You just sleep. You're not even standing up. You're a ball. I don't know.
Just hear scratching against the window.
Target.
I don't have a window.
Target.
And I'm gonna roll intimidation to scare it away.
Okay.
Blind GM. -1 intimidation.
So it just stays there, locked to your orb's eyes or sensor.
Close the blind, and I'm like, I'm gonna sleep over here tonight.
Okay. You close the blind. That's fine. So yeah, you have a very peaceful night. You may rest for the night, get back your resources and whatnot. And when it is morning, in the usual spot, 2 more people are waiting for you.
Good morning, Krusty Crew. I mean, friends.
What did you say?
Nothing. Good morning.
Well, morning as well, Disco.
I'll actually wait for our
Oh.
friends. Let's see. Make sure everyone got out of their
Something's
beds.
coming. Something's coming.
Take your time. Just making sure no shenanigans happen at night. You get snapped up by like
That's fair.
your
Those
rival.
frogs. The frogs, man. They're coming back.
The Chimkin is here. Good morning, Reed.
Good morning, Disco. Oh. There's people outside.
Yes. They're usually outside for the first couple of days.
Good morning,
So-
Samshu. Good morning, Victoria.
Good morning.
Morning.
So this is the first time I've ever had players act like normal people before and say good morning. Usually it's just the adventurers just get up and do stuff and everything. I'm glad that you realize that you are students at an academy and not, like bloodthirsty murder hobos.
We can be
Cut to us
both.
3 weeks later, and it's just us foaming at the mouth. They're like, gold adventure magic item, please.
So yeah, these 2 people are actually very anxious to meet you, and this is the first time you've, some of you have seen Noxolo, but I think Orkabo has, been there at least once before, and they both say good morning, and Noxolo is just like,
Good morning to the both of you.
Morning.
Yeah, hi.
Morning.
You, sir, look like you're very stressed out.
It is not stress, it is focus.
I see. I hope to obtain your focus one day.
Without looking so stressed.
So, an athletic young man waves enthusiastically from the pathway in front of the dormitory. Off to the side, on the mossy earth, a woman in a handsome dashiki sways and casually dances, snapping her fingers to an imaginary beat. A bizarre beast resembling a cross between a 2-foot-long crocodile and a bear prances and nibbles at her ankles as she shuffles and snaps. "Hi there," the man says with a wide smile.
Hello.
"I'm Okoro, and of course you know this is Noxolo, our little killjoy of the dormitory. We're part of the Uzjanti. Well, not yet, but the tale of our becoming shall be a good tale to hear someday. The Uzjanti tell stories to others and learn new stories to tell in turn. Today, we want you to tell us the story of your past week so that we can learn it and pass it on to others. It is not only training for you in how to tell a story, but training for us to be good listeners. We all benefit."
Ah,
Ah,
that's a new one.
do we
Noxolo,
have to make
go
the
ahead.
week exciting, or do we just tell it as it is, or?
Noxolo comes forward and says, "Don't you dare give me an event-by-event retelling of this story.
Okay.
This
So
is
you want
serious.
a brief essay.
Take this
8
seriously."
paragraphs. 4 sentences each.
Oh, and
We got the introduction and conclusion.
Orko
500
says,
words.
Orkuro says, like, this is not an essay, this is not a test. You have to tell the story in your own words. But be sure to use, like, the elements of storytelling. Like the plot, the conflict, the setting. Make it interesting. You can embellish if you want, but we have to hear your story of the past week. You may do so individually or collaboratively.
Disco will look towards the three of you and flat out say, "What do you all have in your pockets?"
Oh.
I don't have pockets.
I have lots of things. I got potions.
I've got some flint and steel. I have a hatchet. I have a dagger. I have 2 spears and 2 javelins.
In your pocket? My God.
Oh, well,
Do
on
you
my
want
back.
to do like?
I get it. I'm just joking.
Wait a second.
Do you want to do a recreation, like
I would,
a play?
Ooh.
well, whenever I guided people through the Mogwani, they would tell stories at campfires, and they would be very exuberant about it. I was thinking we set up a campfire nearby, and with some drinks, we tell a tale.
Oh, Orkuro loves that idea.
And we do not have to use a campfire due to the rain. I can cause a light. But we
It's
can find a
still
dark
raining?
area. It's always raining. And
Oh.
you see Disco's head like go lower, saying that so proudly.
Oh.
I need to buy this guy a sun lamp.
Today is actually a sunny day. You're in luck.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Okay.
Love
That's a
it.
shame.
Oh, fire
Let me
it is
actually-
then. I produce flame, so we can do this.
I mean, it's a bit early for a bonfire, but I guess it's for effect's sake.
It's for the story.
Is there a location we can find that is a bit darker?
Ah, yes,
Nothing
we can
tastes
go.
better
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
than- Nothing tastes better than stories made with fire.
Well,
I
We
don't
can
know.
also pick up some marshmallows. Is that what they're called here?
I have no idea what a marshmallow is.
Mushmallow. No. They take the stems of mushrooms and grill them on the fire.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
So Orkuro says, like, we can find fire pits within the cafeteria, and it will possibly be shaded there if you'd like.
Fine. Is everyone also okay with this idea? I didn't want to just jump on the idea. I apologize.
I would
mean,
much
it's our
prefer a
task.
group. I would much prefer doing it as a group than doing it solo. Feel as if we'd repeat many things.
Yeah.
Maybe we all take a chance and tell a tale of the weeks that pass.
Dibs on chicken.
You can have the chicken.
But
All
yeah,
right.
I'm in agreement. Let's do this.
All right. So above game, I think Disco would like to pick up, like a bunch of like skewer sticks, some leftover mushrooms that the cafeteria aren't using, table salt,
Yeah.
and a bunch of like camp survival things just to have us sit down and listen to this tale. And I'll put down like a gold amount if it does require a gold amount.
Oh no, they can easily get everything that you need. The cafeteria lady is happy to help you, considering what Victoria did last night.
Aw, thank you, Victoria.
Just planning my future project, you could say. Preparation.
So you've got the atmosphere, you've got the props, you've got the refreshments, you've got the fire. Now you just need the story.
Who would like to take the first week?
You mean the first day?
Oh, wow. Sorry. We're concluding the week. Not sorry. In Disco's mind, you see each day is like a week, and we come back at the end of it to, to move again. This is very strange.
I don't know how many days there've been, but I'm probably gonna take the last one.
You could take the last one. I think it's
Yeah.
been 4 days, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, that's
Mhm.
convenient.
I'm trying to remember what each one was, because there was the chicken day.
So first day was our test.
I
right?
believe.
Actually started writing in the shared player notes.
Oh yeah.
General summaries. If you
Also-
want to open it up.
Don't forget this, because I did make this visible to you guys.
Service project.
Why didn't it record the Emerald Bows one or Emerald Bows one?
Ooh, can we all?
Yep.
Oh yeah, cool. So I press and oh no.
I will keep that open in the journals for a second.
There we go.
Why doesn't it want to save mine?
It happened with mine as well. You probably have to exit out of it and then come back into it and try saving it again. It's weird. It did it with the Emerald Bows assignment for me.
Well said. All right. So day one was definitely the tests that we all took.
Yep.
Day two was the rain scribe assignment of going to the Kefesi market for chickens.
Ah, yes.
Or didn't we have a free day after the first one though?
You did?
We can. I mean, if do you want to add that to the story?
Why not? Relaxation, sort of calmness is part of any week.
I don't recall off the top of my head what we did that day. I think we just explored the campus, correct?
Well, yeah, pretty
I
much.
did. I think everyone did something a little different.
Okay. The first assignment on the third day of work then would have to be the rain scribes sending us to get the Ojafiri chicken,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
where we met the android that wanted to take out the crew.
Well, specifically one off the crew.
No. It's all of us. We don't know this yet. We don't know they targeted you yet. Unless.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he mentioned that he was looking for Elia.
He did, because I was like, I have questions for you. Anyway, still a good story.
Next day would be the removal of Faye from the storage barn and discovering the underground passages, as well as getting pooped on, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Next day was Anchor Route and the oil trials from the Cascade Bearers, where we took on that very sinister mushroom-like creature. And that's when Reed also joined us.
Yes. Was that the third?
We'll call it the third day of work, but technically it's the fourth day.
Okay. I have...
Fifth day, the fifth day was us taking part of the postal delivery service of the Emerald Bows, and which leads us to today, the storytelling arc. So with all of that roadmap spread out, how do you want to take this?
Well, we have enough to where everyone can take a day, correct?
I believe so. One may have to take up 2 just to say, hey, for the test as well as a day of rest.
Yep. Which I think would just be a footnote anyways.
True.
I think we can all do a bit of the first opening day, and then each one of us can sort of decide which day we want to take.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, I would prefer if I can take first or the third day. Sorry, first or the third task.
Okay.
Which is the chickens or the oils.
think Shamsu wanted to do the chickens.
I did. That would be the most easy for me, I think.
Okay, so do you want to do the oils, Victoria?
Sure.
All right. And Fareed, I know you said you wanted to take the last week. So I can take care of the Fae one, and then we all take part in the examination portion, which...
Wait a second.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't catch you. I think for the first day then, I know Reed wasn't with us, so the three of us could take care of that. And if Reed wants to add to their tests or what they thought tests could have been, I think that'd be pretty fun. Because we can embellish the story as well. So what do y'all think? Should we start now?
Sure. So we're just telling the story
Mhm.
to
To both Nuxola and Okoro, and they're probably going to scribe it down for future students.
So they don't have any writing implements out just yet. They're just very intently looking at you.
I picture the four of us huddled like, no,
This is like a school play, but we're just improvising everything, and we haven't practiced.
Yes, that's
Oh, that's the day?
exactly.
Oh no.
That's exactly
My
what they
name
want.
is Professor OT, and I run the school. Looks at Palm. I am very nice.
Oh, God. Which is basically the GM. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Disco will start first then.
All right.
And Disco will cast light on the little orb they have. And it kind of gives off the more radiant colors within the black stone, which you normally don't see, as well as the greens and pinks on the exoskeleton that are only visible at like a shimmering glance, but now with the ever-present light, is a bit more pronounced. Our adventure begins. A warm welcome and a generous smile from our headmaster, Professor OT. As OT welcomed us all to his office to take part in a very interesting exchange, an examination that tested our knowledge, but as well as creativity. Through, I would say, the strength of thousands, we took on these assignments, whether it be by ourselves or assisting others, and passed the examination. With high pride, we've taken on one of the many choices for boons, if you will. And then after a long day, got a day of relaxation to explore the campus and take in its wonders. And the light fades.
And
All right.
they both look at you and they go like, yes, and they nod and say like, very good beginning. I liked the use of prop. And Noxolo goes like, yes, it was very flashy. The gift of magic is indeed a precious thing. It seems that you respect it.
Go kind of gives a nod, but also just sits back and watches the next performance.
Well, yeah.
Right. So Victoria is gonna step up. So, on the third day, we were welcomed by Essie, who was waiting for us in front of the dorms. She provided us the first prerequisite task by the by the rain scribes, which we were to obtain a few of the rare breed of chickens called the Ojafiri chickens. And we were to basically just find them somewhere in the city.
Orkoro
They
comes up,
provided us with
takes
what?
her hand. Orkoro comes up and takes her hand. No, child. Not an event by event retelling. A story.
Wow.
You are reading from one of your chemistry reports or a detailed explanation. No, tell me what you felt.
Well, at first there was a bit of a confusion, for we were not given all the info. We spent some time lost in the city trying to discover, trying to find our way, and eventually we did.
No. And she says, and Noxola comes up and she's going to say, like, yes, that is what happened, but the details. What is it that occurred while you were lost? How did you find your way? Don't just say you were lost and then found your way. It is, you tell it as though you were looking at the surface of a rock. We wish to peer within the rock. Tell us what we do not see.
Mm.
I think Disco will walk up to you, Victoria, and just whisper, maybe this is where we do the embellishment.
Maybe we need to do a play of sorts, as you have done.
And I am at your disposal.
Hmm.
And Disco
So-
will stand up. Go ahead.
All right. So Victoria is gonna do dancing lights to summon 4 globlets on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So, as we were going throughout the town for souls in search of these mysterious creatures, we asked the good people of, what is the name of this city? I forgot.
And they giggle and say, Nabontu, of course.
Naban. Yes.
This is why we
And-
are asking you to tell the story as well. We appreciate your fresh perspective. Please continue.
After a while and lots of asking, they provided us with enlightenment on where to find a specific place. And sort of, I'll just move the globlets, which kind of represent us, to a sort of a corner of the room or something like that.
Mhm.
Arriving, yeah.
I think what I'll do as well is I will make a hunch stance, pretend like I'm like a warehouse or like a butchery where we enter to get the chicken. So if you want to send the lights through me.
Yeah, sure. Arriving, it did not take us long to acquire about the blue feathered creatures, and we have met a curious individual. A pretty strong built but gentle chicken trader called McKenna.
They seem to light up at this part, and they're very interested because you have introduced to them a new character and have described them and their importance to the story.
McKenna showed us these magnificent, at first, chickens, and we got into a bit of a discussion regarding their purchase, during which you see Victoria kind of shudder for a bit, PTSD, um, during which, well, certain events occurred with the chickens, namely one just drops dead and another started eating it.
Okoro gasps.
These chickens, we realized very quickly, were the embodiment of chaos. They are crazy. I wouldn't go as far as to say that they're suicidal. And just possibly in their eyes, there's a hint of evil. But
They-
anyways,
While you're describing the chickens, I will take out the head of my scythe to cast a shadow as if it's like a giant chicken looming over the warehouse.
but a deal was made, and with chickens in hand, we set out back to our original location of the dorms of the Spire dorm of Macambia.
And
Now,
as you
yeah.
finish your sentence, you notice that several other students have sat down nearby you with Okoro and Noxolo listening to your story as well.
Now, as most of the days it was pouring down, these chickens, while their blue feathers were pretty beautiful, they were also very frail. So we had to keep a close eye on them, which was definitely aided by Samshu, who luckily for a moment turned off their evil in their eyes by putting them to sleep. I think that Samshu did that. And we made our way back with little to no issues. However, as we were nearing the Magambia, we encountered an individual. His desire was not known to us and is still not clear, but he wanted to prevent us from progressing.
An antagonist.
Yes, and Disco, if you mind demonstrating a bit.
I think what I'll do for demonstration,
Take some metal plates on you, if you have.
I'll take out a few caltrops, and if you want to use Mage Hand to like make like a towering structure of them.
Sure, do that. You can do also like throw a bedroll over yourself.
That too, actually, yeah.
A hulking individual wrapped in metal and thick coats, who demanded we surrender ourselves and the chickens possibly. We, and I'm gonna like, nicest way possible, managed to incapacitate him. However, during that time, an explosion occurred.
Several of the
I see
students
that.
gasp.
At that point, I'll cast Divine Lance into the air and let it just burst.
Ooh. At this, you start to hear the shaking of rattles and the beating of drums from some of the students as they begin to dance around a little bit as you do your display, and Victoria continues the story. It seems it has touched some of them.
Great.
And a bit hurt from the explosion, we managed to recuperate, heal up our wounds and our spirits, and we proceeded back to the school. Upon arriving, we quickly handed off these feathery chaos balls to the rain scribes and proceeded to sort of discharge ourselves and our minds from the frustration with them and the day. However, full of spirits and knowledge that we have completed the task successfully. And that is for our first assignment.
And you seem to hear like a few of the cheers from the people as they dance around and whatnot, and they eagerly await the next part of your story as many of them begin moving around the dining hall and also dancing. And you see, also, you've got the attention of the head chef as well, as she looks on casually while preparing. And several people you know have also come, whether for food or to listen to your story. It's not quite certain just yet.
The next day was the
gremlins.
the gremlins. Oh, was I supposed to take?
I was about to say I thought I was gonna take the first one, but I'll take the oils if you'll take the gremlins.
Cool. All right. I'll break out of the bedroll that was used to display the intimidating foe and cast light on the orb once again. On the following day, after the commotion that we've brought to the dorms, we were assigned the next task from the Tempest Sun mages. Upon our very campus existed some foul cretins. Within our own storage bar, no less, playing devious fey tricks. And with the notion of fey tricks, I'm going to cast another divine lance.
I can do
But-
dancing lights to simulate sort of chaotic movement.
Yeah. So if you do that, I'll like try to cast divine lance good at them, as if they're so mischievous that you can't knock them down.
Yeah,
And
no, like move them so to avoid.
and with the notion that we must not harm them even though they bring such discomfort. After a thorough searching upon these lands of learning, we come across the warehouse, the storage barn, where these misfortunate creatures resided. With the party here, we came up with a very intriguing plan. Seal off the entrance, ensure no one leaves, and they all stay in the storage barn. And with a bit of persuasion, and even tricking the Fae themselves, we were able to seal off these misfortunate souls into a barrel.
I'll take the dancing lights and I'll sort of move them in a bottle, empty bottle that's somewhere, I don't know, on the table, and I'll just seal the bottle, sort of shaking it a bit.
Okay.
If you're shaking the bottle, like I'll like pretend I'm afraid of it, and look towards the crowd.
Yeah, there is kind
Those
of a
who
crowd
came-
now.
Those who came in touch with these creatures are bestowed upon their very soul misfortune, bad luck, and I pretend to take the bottle around to scare off the people.
I come back. You see like the little spider children skittering around while their mother gets them food and whatnot. She says, "Oh, thank God, someone's telling a story. Please, please continue."
This is what happens when kids don't have iPads.
True. Tell more stories. With a small trek to the outskirts of the campus, to the edge of the Magwambi. Carefully, we released them back to the wilds where they once resided. But not before they brought upon us misfortune. And I will go into the pockets of Disco's armor and rain upon myself copper pieces. A torrent of hazardous waste. But we were able to evade it. And hopefully, in this moment, I am not cursed with the same misfortune they brought upon others. And the lights fade from the light spell.
And you start hearing low chanting from Okoro and Noxolo as some of the students who have been shaking the rattles and whatnot start dancing around with very colorful cloths as if to assist you with your story.
And whoever is next, I'm going to cast guidance on you, which looks like a mix of the colors on the bark that I have. Just to give you a bit of a flair.
Oh boy.
Also, a mushroom appears from Disco, just to add a bit more props.
I am gonna need a mushroom prop.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. So, I guess it is my turn. I'll walk up to wherever the main middle of this is.
It's you. It's just your
I am
table.
oh,
Yeah.
Well, I stand up then.
You are surrounded.
Should have done the first story. Anyway.
You got this. You got this.
The third task was for us to gather 3 ingredients for 3 oils. We needed lucky bones. We needed fuzzy caterpillars, and we needed crimson red mushrooms. The first was perhaps the easiest, getting the bones. We went to a local butcher. We needed to find... We walked in on a man, big arms, and after a bit of haggling, it was not hard. This is the easiest part, is to get the bones. I'll skim over it a little.
No, do not skim. No event by event retelling. Keep the momentum. Keep the passion of the story. You are telling it as though you are walking up a hill. You are telling it as though you are going through the jungle. You are not doing it as though you are laying on your back. Tell it as if it were happening right now.
So we bought some bones. We walk in to haggle with this large butcher. It was at first hard, as I'm not used to haggling, but with some help from my friends, as I kind of passed over to the others who were there, we managed to get some good fresh bones, lucky bones as they were called, for the oils.
And so not Fiesta Disco takes out the wolf fang.
My God.
And places around your neck as if you accomplished the first task.
Good. Sorry. Anyway, moving on to the second ingredient that we needed, the fuzzy caterpillars. But when we arrived to gather the furry caterpillars, there was a defender, if you will, of the caterpillars. One soft of heart who felt as if it was too cruel for us to have to gather them. It did take some convincing, but sadly, although it's not the best thing to do, there is a circle of life, and we convinced this person that sometimes you have to kill in order to sustain yourself and for others to be sustained. It's the
Oh.
circle of life.
A very important lesson. Yes. And they begin dancing again.
All right, got it back. And now for the third and most difficult task, which at first seemed quite easy. Just pick some mushrooms from a tree. And I kind of motion for Disco to hold up a mushroom.
Yeah, Disco will stand up and prop the mushroom upon their head, as if it's high up.
And since I believe Disco's pretty tall, right?
Yeah, about that,
So
6'3".
I would like stand on a chair to kind of try to reach his top of his arm to grab the mushroom, and I go. And upon attempting to gather one of these mushrooms, an enemy did appear. At first, we thought they were defending the mushrooms, but we quickly learned that they only wanted a meal for themselves. A meal of humanoid flesh.
And the children, spiders, go like, no. Ooh, we're back.
But the battle was fierce, and we had to be careful as to not get too close. This person not only had a poisonous breath about them, but upon us believing they were defeated, also exploded into more poison.
Explosions again? And Marima is just like, oh, what is with these people? And she just quiets up again.
Another divine lance is shot at the ground, giving off like divine sparks of explosion.
But upon defeating the foe, we did manage to, and I finally take the mushroom from his hand.
Yeah, I'll lower myself.
To gather the final ingredient for the very important oils that we needed for this quest. And upon returning home victorious, we managed to easily create the oils and succeed in our mission. And I kind of motion over to our fourth person.
Mm-hmm. And you see they're all kind of dancing again, and now, you know, you might have gotten all the dorm's attention as Cesare comes in and he sees this big line to the dining hall and he's going like, what the hell is going on? I just want food. And he's trying to get attention. Hey, and waving his paws and everything. And then Reed comes up to the stage and no one's looking at him.
Oh boy.
Another guidance is cast on you.
Okay. Excited? Oh, okay. As for our fourth task, or next task, we were tasked by the Emerald Boats to deliver some letters. And now, mind you, this might seem like a simple task, but it turned out not to be so, as we had to venture far and low. We had to search and ask the most inquisitive of places, and a day that started with simple letters ended with us learning not only about the people of this place, of this school, of this village, of this land, of the gods even.
The gods?
We also learned... Oh, yes. We also learned what we each...
Don't step on mommy.
what we all were capable of, and what our fate were capable of achieving. Now, to begin. The day started with us being presented with some very lovely elephant birds. Which, mind you, if you've never seen them, neither have I. I've heard they're magnificent. And we were given this task of delivering letters that didn't, or well, I should say that lacked proper recipients. Some of them were addressed to gods. Gozre, god of nature. Nethys, the god of magic.
Oh,
And
many of the students gasp at this and goes like,
oh yes, and I'm gonna be like and the Lord of Snakes. 'Cause I don't remember his actual name.
A rope is displayed up in the air, just furled up like a snake, extending up, and then just collapses down.
Yes. Now, so our first task is essentially, how does one send a letter to a god? Now, everyone knows that if they're a god, then they're all powerful, and of course, they must need to know a lot of things. So, of course, one would assume they would receive letters. But seldom these paper letters that we so often use. So, how does one address a god? Well, let's just say the day started with the library. Or rather, actually, nature's library. Because Ghostray, after all, what is he if not nature itself? Now, we deduced that to send such a letter to a god of nature, what if you just hand the letter to nature? And to assure that the letter actually ended up in Ghostry's godly hands, we decided to send it long and hard by acquiring the aid of a fellow student who was flying a kite. That he was actually flying, not the regular kite flying. No, he was actually taking to the skies and flying. Like I make like flying motions.
ah,
My
as
arms.
as you begin to say the words and speak the motions and get into the rhythm of it, you see more students joining in with the music, and also you see out of the corner of your eye friendly Professor OT smiling and nodding.
This is going great. And so we asked him to please deliver the letter up to the sky and then simply toss it, knowing that our faith would deliver the letter right into Ghostar's hands as the wind would carry it to him, as all winds carry things to him. It was like a leaf in the wind, but it actually was just a small piece of paper that someone had addressed and written something I'm sure was very wonderful on. And as for our second letter, the letter to Nethys, we as well deduced that this god of magic, this magical master, in order to send any message to him, you would have to imbue it with enough magic that he would take notice of it and bring it to his own hands. And so we did this by, again, acquiring the aid of another student. Mythically powerful. I kind of like mumble drop out.
You see he's
Oh.
blushing, and his body
Aw.
is actually glowing with the red blush.
Aww.
Oh, buddy.
He had some truly awesome power that we could take, that would take and use for this task. As we all have some capacity for magic, it wasn't too difficult. But the sheer effect of the, like, I turned to disco, like the magical explosion.
Another
What?
explosion? What? What is going on at the school? And Marima starts panicking.
Oh.
I need calm emotions.
Yeah. As the letter disappeared, we knew it had been delivered successfully. And as for the third letter to a god, we had to. This was actually quite curious, as we had to transcribe the contents of the letter itself, or yes, the entire letter, on an egg that was small enough for one of his messengers, the snakes, to eat and deliver to him.
Ew, gross.
It wasn't that gross. It was actually a pretty cute snake. But the task itself, we kind of debated as first of all, how does one get the entire message of the letter onto a small egg? A quail egg, in fact. Also, where does one acquire quailings? This one that wasn't actually so difficult, as we could just buy some at the market. But then, the core of it all. Finding a snake. Feeding the snake. And then, actually ensuring that the message would end up in the god's hands. Because see, it wasn't so simple, we learned, as the snake itself would decide whether the message was good enough, I should say, to deliver or not. So this actually took some thinking, as we didn't manage to inscribe the message into an egg, take it to the shrine snakes, and wouldn't you know it, they'd already been fed.
I haven't been fed. Can I get in? And he's just behind the crowd.
Now, I wasn't actually there for this part, as I went to go get my good friend, Professor OT. I can't point to him.
And he gasps and put his hands on his chest. He says, "A student has called me their friend."
Oh. That's the thing. I know he's a teacher, but I don't remember ever being in his classes. I'm like, yes. That guy. And I actually went to go see him because I don't know anyone who's as knowledgeable in the vicinity of the school as Professor OT.
He's just overcome with joy.
Aw. But
Going too strong.
Stroke.
But needless to say, we did manage to feed the snake, and the snake went off on its merry way to deliver the message to the Lord of Snakes. And following that, we had some more human-esque task in front of us. Most notably, we were assigned to redeliver a letter that someone else, or a package, I should say, that someone else had misdelivered.
So at this point, Cesare has gotten down on the ground. It is slithering like a snake in order to get under you and the tables to get at the food.
I lift up Cesare and I put
And
them
Cesare can
next
finish
to
the
us
Meow!
story.
and say, "Shh, you're interrupting the best part."
And as for the most exciting part of the day, we went and fought a battle of wills and words, and maybe even some weapons were drawn accidentally. However,
Fight appears.
we not only found, but also reacquired the mythical lamp. And then we could deliver it to its rightful owner. I don't know.
Mommy, when do I get to go to school?
Very exciting.
Yeah. So the people look on and they don't applaud, but they nod, they smile, and their way of appreciating is to join in the music and the dance. And you see, people begin swaying, even if they're sitting or standing and whatnot. And you can see even the head chef, while she's doing her prep and everything, is swaying back and forth to side as Okuro and Naloxo, who have been dancing this entire time around you and sort of working up the crowd as well, saying yes, yes, this is the passion of your story. This is what you are crafting in your life. Your magic is helping to shape the lives of those around you. This is what the Magambia is all about. Thank you all for this wonderful story that you have given us. And you actually see Noxolo smile briefly.
Thanks.
Whoa.
Food! He just rushes forward.
Oh, here, I was going to give you... Never mind, fine.
Yep, and then the crowd disperses as they go around, they go about their way in the day, and a few of them thank you for the story as well. And Ankarut comes up to you and says, "Thank you for not naming names. That was very nice of you to call me Defender. I would never defend. Stand up for my friend. Okay, bye.
We love
I can't-
Grocery.
I can't thank you enough for the 15 minutes of peace that you have given me. Truly yours is a kind soul. Okay, bye.
No more peace.
No more children.
I must say, that is, Noxolo says, that is considerably more than we had to do for our prerequisites, and much more explosions as well. I'm not sure what to say. I'm quite overwhelmed with all that has happened to you in just several days being here. And for many of you who have not lived here your entire lives like we have, it must have been overwhelming. And seeing your reactions within the story, seeing your passion, your motions, how the story actually moved you physically, this is something we as the Ujanti value deeply. Because when a story is enough to move a person physically, emotionally, that is when it is truly part of our history, part of our culture, and part of our lives that we live even after the story is done. That's what we like to teach within the Magambia. Truly, you know what the Ajjanti are all about. And Nalaxolo says, you have my respect. And Orkoro says, like, yeah, but more importantly, you passed the test, so you've got the rest of the day to yourselves. You can relax now. I saw a few of you were sweating.
No.
But wait, we forgot the most important part of this story.
Oh?
On our final day, we were approached by two Welsh scholars who knew this act of storytelling. And with their help, we got to summarize our adventure so far. So
Aww.
thank you too.
And Noxolo kind of sniffles a little bit, and she gets close to you, but not too close, and she says, like, you have told a satisfactory story. And she leaves. And Okoro is going to come up, and he's going to shake all your hands and go like, that was magnificent. Also, I've never seen Noxolo actually show emotion before, even while dancing. I gotta say, wow. You guys are going to be interesting to watch during the semester. And he's going to leave as well. Because he's, as he dances and skips out with his little crocodile bear thing nipping at his heels, he's actually singing about you guys and dancing within the rhythm that you created within your story.
I think that was a good job, everyone.
Yeah, it was fairly hard, I must say.
How about we all celebrate together tonight, as opposed to usually walking off on our own? I know that's usually what we do, but I think tonight's a celebration night.
And it's sunny, which could provide a whole new perspective on the city.
Maybe that's why I'm more energetic today.
Can agree with that. And tomorrow we don't have to worry about doing anything, so
Hooray!
Oh, and
it'll be a good day to do stuff.
Okoro comes back very quickly. I almost forgot. Tomorrow, Professor OT, at the introduction ceremony, since you passed, go to the stage they set up. Tomorrow morning. Don't forget. Professor OT.
Never mind. We can't party till the night. But we can still do something.
Maybe humble and walk around the town, or even to the city. You have time.
But first, perhaps a meal, a breakfast.
Ah, yes.
We're already
The
here.
head chef already has things prepped for you. She was making it the entire time that you were telling your story, so she managed to make you a lot. And she says, thank you. That was most entertaining. And look at poor Cesare. She motions over to another table as he's wolfing down his mango or whatnot, just like chomping it and just like staring at you, giving you like the little hissy face.
Oh, Cesare, did you not try this? And I showed the grilled mushroom. This is a mushmallow. You usually eat these during storytellings.
His slowing begins to chew as his eyes just narrow at you.
Well, If you're not full, I will leave it for you, and I put it down there, the mango pile.
God.
What's the plan?
Um, like I said, I think I'll go wherever anyone else wants to go. I don't really have any plans for the afternoon.
Let's go drinking.
Uh-oh.
That is what a college person would say.
It is. Reed, do you have any suggestions?
Drinking doesn't sound too bad. I mean, we should at least celebrate.
I don't think they allow drinking on the campus, so maybe the city is where we should go.
That is indeed true. There is no drinking alcoholic substances or other illicit substances allowed in campus. But once
I
you
feel
get
like
out,
we have a lot of blackmail on Cesare.
you do, and this is where the city of Nambuntu really takes off, because they specialize in the alcohol that they cultivate and ferment from the jungle with all the different fruits. They have all those medicinal herbs. This is a big part of their trade. It's right there at the corner drugstore, literally, and anywhere that you can find it. Of course, maybe there'll be a teacher or someone chaperoning you if you do go out, to party a little bit. But, they're usually at the locales already. They're not following you, they're not stalking you. They just they position teachers at key points in the city just to warn you in advance so you don't get carried away.
Fair enough.
Well, maybe you feel like rolling a D100 for the carousing table. Who knows?
Ooh.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, sure.
Who wishes
Do
to
we all
do
get
it?
to roll them?
Yeah, each of you can get a roll. Or you can roll as a
Oh.
group. We can do that too, whatever you like. Since you did say you all go out together.
True. We should probably just roll one for now and.
Is
see
it
where that leads
public?
us.
It's going to be public, yes.
Yeah.
And maybe just no, okay. All right.
Oh,
All right. Yep. All right, Reed.
What
Let's
were you gonna say?
I was going like maybe you want to use the fancy new dice I bought you, but nope, that's okay.
oh, we have
What do you
fancy
mean,
dice
what?
now.
So
What the?
you do your day of drinking and everything is going rather well, and for some reason or another, you black out. And yep, and at nighttime or morning time, you can decide which, so you don't miss your orientation and whatnot. You wake up in a bed in an unfamiliar inn, and there's a stranger next to you. I need you to roll a 1d6, because the four of you are in this room, all
One
sleeping
stranger.
over the hangover. We gotta find out who the stranger is that you partied hardy with.
Dear God.
Yeah.
So do we all roll a d6 or just one?
Nope, just one. There we go.
Reed takes the initiative.
All right. So inside the room with you, you're not sure why, but there is a goat, and it's eating some of the upholstery.
Hey.
Oh god, is this like an episode of Hangover? The movie.
Crack your fingers.
What? We need to remember what happened.
So you went out drinking, and you got into some of the tasting that was happening with some of the students and everything. Only some of you got carried away and didn't so much taste as you did, like, imbibe. Which is infamous for college students. You do a tasting and everything, the different kinds of alcohol. You find one you like that tastes really good. Have a little too much. Nothing bad happened. It's just like there's this farm animal here, and you don't know who you've taken it from, or if it followed you, or what it was doing at the bar, but it is now in an inn room with you. You now have a goat.
Oh,
Wait, is it next day?
It can
It's
be the
the
next
night.
day, or it's the night. It's up to you, because you went drinking early.
The night would
We
be
did.
ideal.
Night would be ideal.
Yep.
Who purchased this goat?
We should all check our pockets if
Hold
we
on.
have spent any gold.
Goat,
I just
goat,
thought we did purchase it.
goat. Do you talk, goat?
The goat
Who?
just looks at you and begins eating a pillow.
Good, it doesn't talk, guys. We're safe.
Okay. This is weird. I'll check the goat for any name tag. Or any indication of identification.
It does not have a collar. There's no brand, no nothing. You just have this
Okay.
goat.
Maybe
Well,
we just take the goat with us until further notice. Maybe they're gonna really like it at the Spire Dorm.
Does anyone have speak with animals? Might find where goat home is. Or we can just set him free. I'm sure he'll find his way home.
What if we all just leave the room and leave the goat in here?
He'll eat all the upholstery, and hopefully it's not under any of our names, but if it is...
Oh, we should probably take it out then.
Yes, please.
I'll go to lift up the goat.
Okay.
Somsha will sluggishly get out of the bed and walk towards the door with Disco.
It's a much longer way than you remember, and much more wobbly.
Get home and cast sleep on myself.
Oh, I'll go down to like the tavern's owner. Excuse me, sir. Mad, whoever's there. Do you know who owns this goat?
They just look at you and say, like, are you okay?
I never participated in the drinking before.
And they just look at you and go, how would you drink?
Yeah, that's
It's a very interesting process, and the goat bows after every explanation point, and then I ingest.
How? You just pour it over your orb?
As I said, the goat is bleating every time I go into detail. So
Oh,
no
yeah,
one
yeah, like
knows.
Kagashi. Yeah. It just,
Yeah.
like, every time you try to explain it, it's just kept away from the audience. I like that. Yes.
And then it is ingested.
Okay. And they've seen a lot of weird things in the city of Nabantu while serving alcohol to random strangers, but you are the most random and the most strange. They do not know who the goat is, and they do not know how you have brought the goat inside, because for one thing, the inn on the second floor, animals do not go upstairs by themselves.
Oh no.
Counterpoint, do you want to go?
Maybe the goat is a person that we somehow polymorphed.
I would be very surprised if I could polymorph forever. True polymorph? I've only dreamed of such spells.
Alcohol can do many things.
Oh god. This makes me all powerful.
You could
Yeah,
be a
you're right.
drunken master.
Who knows?
Hmm.
That's the problem, I just never drink, so I never know. Would you guys like to head back to the dorm? I'm sure we could figure out the goat on the way.
Is there a carriage that we can take to back home?
That would be the best.
Yeah, they point you to one of the deliveries that's going to be made into the Magambia, and they hook you up, they get you a designated driver and whatnot. But you guys are completely wasted. Like, people have seen you. You have a goat, and you're going back into school while drunk at night with this goat. Like, people are going to notice.
I just want to say out of character, I really like the idea of us going like completely messed up with a goat to entrance ceremony.
What's the goat? We're trying to find that out ourselves.
It's actually Professor OT.
Oh,
Yes, I'm
God.
very disappointed in all of you. You all were drinking on school time, and I don't appreciate this.
I don't
And then you
think would mind,
polymorphed him.
hopefully.
Oh, God.
Oh god.
Ooh.
But yeah, let's take you back to the dorm.
We should call the goat Professor Goatee.
Oh my
It's the name.
god.
It's got a new name. We talked about it on the way there.
That is the name. That is the name of the goat, Professor Goatee.
Yep. So you're coming back with your goat wasted and whatnot. You're at night in the dorms, and Essie comes out, and she goes like, you're back. We didn't see you all day. Are you guys okay? Whose goat is that?
Our goat.
It stays outside.
Of course it does, yes. And we
Wait, what?
Yep.
What? Professor Goatee wants to sleep in bed.
You named it after Professor O.T. Do not let him hear that.
I'm sure he'd love it.
It's an honor.
He hates goats.
What?
Why?
Did you hear that, Professor Goatee? You hate yourself.
Nah.
You didn't know? He has a terrible childhood accident that he experienced with a goat. It's one of the reasons he became a teacher.
What?
I hate when we bring this to the entrance ceremony.
So, oh no.
There's no going back.
Well,
boys. We made a commitment sometime that we don't remember.
well, I guess I gotta do what I gotta do.
You
Well,
gotta
don't worry. We'll go to the entrance ceremony. We will bring the goats.
you gotta sober up. There's only a few hours left of night left. You gotta get to bed. You gotta get washed. You have to dress nice. You have to dress nice. It is required.
Are we not provided with uniform?
What kind of academy do you think this is? No, use your dress clothes that you bought. Do you wear clothes? And she just looks at you.
Well, I haven't worn clothes. I'm in armor.
Maybe we can get you like a ceremonial nice scarf or something.
You can borrow one of my dresses.
Okay. We should put the goat somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hitch him up outside your window.
Essie goes and ties up your... Okay.
Can you tie up the professor here?
Okay. Do not call him that. It launches itself onto the roof as you get close to the thing. You just hear bah!
Yeah, you'll be fine there.
Yeah, goats can do like high heights, right?
Depends on how
It went 50 feet up into the air and then landed on the roof safely.
Oh, so we found a magical goat.
No, it's the spire.
Ah, I see.
It's almost like anti-gravity spot.
I'm going to try to persuade the goat to come down. I forget there's actually an animal handle. I don't think so. Would it be nature to persuade the goat?
Nature, yes, to convince an animal or to train
right.
it. Because you have not trained this goat.
And I will take out my scythe like a shepherd. And I'll say, get down here.
Alright. It lands safely because of the spire right next to you. Obediently. And just baz.
You will stay quiet
Oh,
and
God.
stay here. Do you understand me?
It looks at you.
And I'll take out a bushel of grass and just feed it.
It looks at the grass.
Dude,
Good,
not
good
like
goat. Good goat.
it's not eating it, it's just looking at it.
It's just looking at it.
I'm gonna go find clothes back.
Yes, let me help you. You two. All three of you, come with me. Get washed immediately. If you need to borrow some clothes, I can let you borrow a dress. Forget about the tree for now. Forget what he is doing. You need to get ready. He's a tree. He'll be fine.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't really wear much.
And
I like how much mischief we caused in the last 12 hours after being here for almost 3 to 4 days, being like the golden children.
You say that as we cause how many explosions?
Question: we have to wear fancy dress, but can we wear armor and can we bring weapons?
Of course. Yes, of course you can wear armor.
Do you have something more suitable for the region? I got only like clothes from Absalon.
Well, I can definitely do something to cover those, but yes, I do have dresses.
Everything catches my feathers. Help.
Now, what we'll do, we'll comb them down, we'll comb them, and we'll conceal. We'll use concealer, and that will help.
Okay.
It's never too late to take a bath.
Yes.
Yes, and I guess since it's night, I could use a dress, but yeah.
Yep, she'll go into her things and she'll start fishing around for a couple things, and she gets you some clothes to borrow and whatnot, and she has at least 1 or 2 good dresses.
Oh.
I see your room is still a mess.
It is a mess. The messy room is a sign of an intelligent mind.
As you said already.
Sure.
We can be color coordinated, maybe.
Bath.
The heck is going on out here? Are you drunk?
No.
Not anymore.
Why do you smell like alcohol?
Because
I
we've been
don't.
drinking.
What? You just
Somebody
said
poured
you
it
weren't
for her.
drunk!
Yes, I mean, it passes.
I like to think that the crow children are the spider children in the background.
I'll mute as much as I can. Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's actually kind of perfect. It sets the dorm atmosphere, because
Ambience.
right to your south are 2 toddlers that can transform into spiders, while their mother tries to go to college at the same time she raises them. So yeah, you
Life
get.
of a single mother.
Yeah, she's got it rough. That's why Essie and your little chaos magnet Marima over here help her with the children from time to time. And you helped her too. You told that story which occupied them for a few minutes, and she's still grateful for that. So you might want to ask her for some good clothes too.
There's got to be something good in the bathroom, right? Yeah.
Yep, there are clothes that are strewn about in the bathroom. Some of them are neatly folded, some are not.
Gonna try to find something suitable, I guess.
Yep. You can find some decent clothes to wear for the introduction ceremony.
Yes. In a good bathroom.
So
And then also take a bath.
So I'm going to borrow Essie's dress if she offers it.
Oh yes,
And
yes.
yes, I'm probably gonna go to bed then, and tomorrow I guess I'm gonna wear the dress with armor on top of it.
Okay.
Yes, this is a good plan.
And Marima will help Victoria out if you promise no more explosions.
96%.
96%? That's not enough! And she begins doing the calculations inside of her head. Oh, that 4%. The 4% balloons. Oh, and she runs back into her room to get you a dress. Oh, something nice. And she hands it off to you.
Alright, thanks. I'll give it back after the ceremony then.
Beware the 4%. And she just closes the door while locking eye contact on you.
Well, alright.
Don't mind her.
They're gonna go wash up from the alcohol and whatnot.
Yep. And Essie shepherds you along to the bathroom. Quickly now. And she goes back outside.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Are you gonna stay out here all night? Is that okay for tree people? Well, as you
Sorry,
begin,
I was looking at the goat.
it's just like, is it okay for you to stay out here? Should I be worried or?
Oh, I was trying to find a way to hide the goat in this bush over here.
You don't need to hide it, and she begins tying it off to the bush.
Oh.
You can't sleep! You can't sleep!
I crit
You can't
succeeded.
sleep on yourself.
I did, and I crit succeeded. It.
Can you willingly save a
No.
save?
It's not
Ooh.
D&D.
It doesn't say it.
That is
Nope.
good. That is good.
Creature
So-
is unaffected. I just sit there sleep.
Just
Just
Okay.
unaffected. You can't cast it again.
I can't. I only have
What?
one sleep spell.
Oh.
We should have all like been in your room and been like, all right, everyone, I'm gonna cast a sleep spell. Ready?
Fall asleep like a
Eh.
normal person.
I'm just gonna lay here. I'm just gonna lay here.
Yep,
I
yep.
don't know.
Oh.
I haven't drunken heavily a lot in my life, but like the times I have never gotten drunk. So like I don't know. I felt the effects, but like yeah, I don't know like what's drunk supposed to feel like. Is the ground supposed to be spitting? Yeah, whatever. Fine. Just gonna go to bed. Gonna sleep. Perfect. I don't know.
It's very sluggish, and reaction time is slowed, and I can say from experience myself, even as someone who lives in a dry household for most of his life, that among all the things that happen, you are mostly unaware when you are drunk until you start to interact with other people. Then it becomes more abrupt and more apparent because you start to see the reactions in other people and you go like, okay, something's wrong.
Okay, because in my experience, it's been like at a party and like everyone's drinking and everyone's just taking shots constantly, and like
Yeah.
after 3 or 4 shots, I'm like, yeah, it's starting to spin. I'm probably very affected by alcohol right now. I feel like I should go to bed, and then like I walk home. I don't know.
Fair enough. It's hard to play off
Yeah,
experiences
like-
you don't know. I have
Like I don't want to keep going.
done it enough to act it enough.
That's okay. So yeah, go ahead and hit that rest button.
A full rest.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We overslept. Maybe.
No.
I think so.
No, you don't.
That's why we have the goat.
Yeah.
He will wake us.
The alarm goat.
You just, since the goat is tied up to this bush all night long, you hear, bah, flung up into the air. The rope pulls it back down, safely back on the ground.
Stop it.
And yeah, it's morning, and the day of your introduction ceremony. Perhaps the most important day of your college career, and the impression you will make on the new teachers who have yet to meet you. Also, for those of you who have patrons, your patrons will be there to meet you as well.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh, my family.
The whole village is here.
Yes,
Right?
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
no.
A representative will be sent, don't worry.
I know, I'm just messing around.
Disco, you're
Good
feeling
morning.
good?
I am better.
I got some antidote if you were feeling like washing
I
away
think
some of the
The world
hangover
stopped
that
moving below me,
you-
so I think I'm fine. Thank you, though.
Splash
Good
of
morning,
water
Reed.
on my face.
Good morning. I think Victoria is a bit off center. Are you feeling okay?
Oh
Let
god,
me-
she is off center. She's not on the grid.
She's stumbling.
She can't get
Uh-oh.
back
I'm
on the
off
grid.
grid.
Uh-oh.
It's just, she can't
Uh-oh.
walk straight. Something's wrong.
Victoria, what happened?
So
Wow.
Victoria, I think all the chemicals that you have drunk as an alchemist did not react well
Yeah.
to the alcohol, and this might be your first time getting shit-faced.
Yeah, it's fine.
Shumshu.
Like the amount we drank yesterday was the normal amount for the alchemist. And
Good
Victoria's
morning.
unfortunately passed.
You all look very lovely for your introduction ceremony. What's this about getting drunk? And he just looks at Victoria. Oh. She needs a hangover cure.
I drank it yesterday already.
Ignacy, would you have something like that you can...
Oh yeah, definitely. Come to my room. We'll get it for you quickly, because I know you gotta go.
Thank you.
Alright.
All right, all right.
I
Don't
will
touch the
watch-
ones on the floor. Watch out for
Ooh, what's
what?
this?
This is very expensive materials. Don't worry. And he starts clipping one of the herbs, and he mixes up some tomato juice and whatnot, and hands it to Victoria. Here you go.
I'll drink it.
Mhm.
How does it taste?
Tastes like chalk.
Sandy.
Yep.
Dry, like powder. This is hangover cure?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to give me the recipe for it.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Now tell me, what effects do you feel? And he begins to get out a notepad.
Oh my god, he got you. He got you with it. No. Not on presentation.
Well,
Not tradition day.
the light seems a bit dimmer.
Ah, yes, yes. Sensories dimmed. Yes. Okay. Go on.
And the mouth is really dry. Aside from that, nothing
de-
much.
Dehydration. Yes. Yes, of course. And he hands you a bottle of water. Here you go.
Is this actually water?
I hope so. It's potable.
Good enough.
If she
All right, let's
experiences
go.
any other side effects, let me know.
Victoria's about to be a test. Guinea pig, I mean.
You close the door on him while he's looking and observing Victoria. Oh. All right. So are you ready?
Hopefully.
All
I would
right.
actually ask Shamshu to cast sleep on the goat before we go anywhere.
Yeah, at
If-
best
if-
it'll give us an hour, but okay.
Yeah.
Here, goatee. Here, Professor Goatee.
Ah, Victoria, the world begins to sway on a pendulum.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Side effects.
Go to sleep.
Wow.
Go to
Really
sleep.
shouldn't trust Ignash.
On the goat.
On the goat.
On the Victoria.
Over here. Making sure, obviously, there's nobody else, in the air at the time. That would be bad.
Yeah.
Oh, who's coming out there?
Hey, how are you guys doing? Aren't you going to the introduction ceremony or something? Oh, sis, you look... And he just sees you like the slow motion back and forth. Are you okay? And he kind of grabs your shoulders and whatnot. Stop. Stop.
I'm trying. Did I stop yet?
Is she going to be okay? What did you give her?
We just went out to drink yesterday.
And Ignacy gave them a...
Ignacy?
Yeah.
You trusted that bastard?
Well, he
Oh.
did help us with a thing.
He hates Victoria!
What?
Why?
Is that
What
true?
do you mean?
Because they're both alchemists. He sees her as direct competition.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Oh,
go
that's not
to
very nice.
Victoria, and I'm going to try to treat for poison.
Okay.
The medicine tools I have, blind GM roll, and before I do that, I'll give myself guidance. Oh no!
It's alright, so long as you didn't drink that chalky stuff he's working on.
It's a chalky stuff.
Oh no.
All right. Oh god, I'm at +1 for the guidance.
He does this all the time. He hates big-breasted women.
Ignacy's very interesting. And with some
So
weird herbs and medicine tools.
she doesn't have time for that. You need 8 hours to do that.
Wait, what?
Yes. Not everyone is a tree, okay? It's not a tree. You can't just do this.
I'll just make myself one more antidote and drink it. It might do better.
Watch your back. We got you.
You just see out of the
Duration
corner
there.
of the hallway.
I'll walk past.
He
And-
goes back.
Magic
He goes back. No, Trey.
Ignacy,
Mix.
No,
do not open this door.
no,
I will
Ignacy
break
here.
it.
It is I, Anchor Root.
You
I
have
like
to count to
friendship.
3.
Nope.
1, 2, and behind the door you hear the sound of a scythe being brandished.
Ah!
Open the door.
Okay.
Hi.
Reed, can you just give me an arm? At least until we're there.
What did you do?
I did what any alchemist would do. I tested my newest concoction.
Now you and I are going to take a small trip.
No, I don't
Either-
want to go to the forest. I don't want to go back to the forest. You can't
either
make
you
me.
help
He just
Victoria,
grabs an arm of the chair.
You help Victoria, or I snitch to Professor OT.
What
is
is
that the term, snitch?
what is Professor OT going to do? He's gonna make me write my name or something. He couldn't possibly do what my parents did and abandon me. I'll take my chances.
Ignacy, wouldn't you feel like, rather than poisoning your competition, you try to outdo them in any other way?
I was an idealist once when I joined the revolution. Never again.
Huh. So you wish to remain at this plateau you're at, and I leave.
Aww.
Ah, shit.
Samshu was
Where's
looking at
Victoria?
books. Victoria's there.
Let me
best.
just read this spell real quick and see if this can help, and if not, but I'm sorry. No, it's just positive energy. We could probably carry you and let Professor OT know that you're not feeling all that well.
Ah, what happened?
Did you just draw on reality? I don't.
No.
Yeah. Samshu, there was quite the scene between Ignacy and Disco.
Oh boy, I can only imagine.
Let's go then.
I've got her left.
We go.
I'm not very large. Disco, do you mind getting the other?
Yeah, I got you.
Grabbed.
And you will let Professor OT know that you're not feeling well.
Just tell him that I ate whatever Ignacy gave.
That is what I plan to tell him.
Which
One of those
you won't
chickens.
be able to. He's off getting the patrons and the other teachers. We've got to. He'll be all over campus. We'll never get him. We have to go to the stage.
To the stage.
Then to the stage we shall go.
It's oh.
Oh,
Ow! What? How much did you drink? You just warped out of reality.
oh God.
Ow.
What did you guys do yesterday? Why didn't you bring me?
We got a goat.
We did get Professor Goatee.
I'm what?
I point over
He's
to the
sleeping.
goat Sleeping.
Alright. So yeah, I'm gonna add Haros here since he came with you.
Here to help.
Thank you, Heroes.
Just like, okay, all we have to do, just sit down, rest. They're gonna be here any moment, and we won't have to worry about anything.
Do I need to give a speech?
I don't know. Remember, I'm the dropout.
Didn't you at least attend for a while?
This is where
Oh
we
god,
accidentally
she's
get
so
let-
far gone!
This is where we let Heroes also walk up and he graduates or he gets admitted on accident, and there's no takebacks. Oof. How do we do this?
To be honest, I have never been drunk, so I don't know how being drunk feels like.
Yeah. Kind of same.
Well, the first thing you're going to do, you hear a sharp voice from behind one of the pillars, is I'm going to kill a few of you, just to make a good
What?
general impression. I know what you're doing with those bells. Another gremlin genocide is coming, and I won't allow it. The Great Purge will not come to pass. Your lives are forfeit.
Do we know which pillar they're? Uh-oh.
Who is giving a recital? Did it start already?
Oh my
Could've
god.
saved sleep. I could have put this person to sleep instead of the goat.
It's okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got this. It's okay. I trust you.
I didn't want Professor OT to kick us out day one.
Yeah. Professor Goatee needed to sleep anyway, so get up all night.
Oh, we're rolling initiative.
We are,
Yes, we are.
because someone has just declared that they wish to kill at least 3 of you.
Oh, good.
What?
I mean, odds are that a couple of us will survive at least.
At most 3. At least 3. See, if you had Marima with you instead, she'd tell you the difference as a mathematician.
Nah, yeah.
Wow.
Boom, look at that. I am speed.
That's what you think. And this person reveals themselves behind the pillar.
They're so tiny.
Tiny.
Aww.
Is a dog?
It's a
It's like
dachshund.
Does look like a little dog, and they're gonna have their short bow ready and attack Samshu.
You wanna know?
The Great Purge will not come to pass! Crit!
Ow.
Jeez.
Take that, vile mage! Minimum damage!
Ow! That's good that that's minimum. That's ow.
it's minimum damage?
That was just my first attack!
Go ahead, Reed.
I don't know. Where is... Okay. Okay, no, okay, it's fine. No, it's nothing. No, it's nothing.
Second action!
What is going on?
Your death!
I'm going to die.
6 damage to Reed.
Oh,
Got injured.
And now... a stealth roll. To the shadows I go. Samshu, there's a toothpick in your shoulder and it really hurt.
It's my shoulder's gone at this point. Yeah, I'm going to use the seek action to try to find him.
No problem.
That's a.
No.
Yeah, I forget.
Don't stray too far, I can heal you.
Is that just a perception, right?
Mm-hmm. And remember, it's going to be in a burst or a cone.
It's gonna be a cone towards where he was, so here-ish.
All right.
Cone.
Will a 15-foot cone reach him, though?
Oh, I didn't know it's 15, so I guess it would be.
Yep.
burst.
Burst is going to be a 10-foot burst.
Oh, he's far away.
Yeah.
you might have to take an
Get
action to
back
get
here,
closer.
doggo.
Oh my
God.
god.
15-foot cone towards. There.
Yep. Go ahead.
Blind GM.
Blind GM, because I'm going to compare it to his stealth. Ooh, you definitely find him. I didn't want to hide anyway.
Good.
Oh dear God, the Great Purge!
All 3 to him.
You mages are
No,
all
you
the
can't-
same.
You can only do... Yeah.
Yeah, I can only do 2, right? 'Cause-
You can only do 1.
You cannot do any, because you moved and did a seek action. 1 action to
Isn't it-
move, 2 actions to seek.
Oh, well, I'm gonna point him out then.
Yeah.
This is my-
Watch.
To
He's right
point,
here.
to point him out is 2 actions.
What? Really?
Oh,
Yes, here we go. This is where
see
we get explained lots of things. So Samshu, you're the only one who knows where he is, but you can verbally say he's behind the pillar.
Yes, that is what I will do. Behind the pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Samshu has used their 3 actions.
That I have.
okay,
Hey,
let's
here
go.
comes another one.
I'm in pain.
Clicky clicky.
Yes, my fault.
That's okay. And you see what appears to be this tiny little insect-like creature gremlin just come out of nowhere with this huge, well, for him, maul, and says like, dabba dabba!
Oh,
Bite!
It's plot 11. Christ.
And he just bites Harrow's ankle. He goes like, ow! That really hurt! They're biting me!
uh-oh.
Why are they eating me?
I just
Grumble.
set him on fire.
Ah! Crit!
Oh.
12 damages. You just see, like, it hit like an artery, and he's going like, I'm fading. Ah. Reed, a lot has happened.
Yeah. I'm just gonna ask, I don't know what the correct word is, but, it's correct that a person can't use reactions until they've hit their initiative.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to feel about heroes, but Somshu wandered off on her own, so I'm gonna jump, or not jump, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
run over to her here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. I can run quite far, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna stay here, and then I'm gonna lay on hands on her.
Okay. Get
So
the
Somshu.
Samshu
Oh, yeah.
gets the +2 AC as well as the 6 healing. You can drag that little spell effect lay on hands onto your token, Samshu. If it's not working, go to items, the little briefcase. I've made spell effect lay on hands, owner by all. So you can drag it from there. There you go.
I go.
No sweat.
And then for my last action, I guess I'll raise my shield, yeah.
Okay. Clicky clicky.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Now you're gonna pay. Let's see. Ooh. Do. Forgot what that other one was. The cantrip. But he's gonna use Burning Hands.
Wait.
Take that, you little bastard. And it dodges out of the way, but it still takes half the damage. As it just, like, sizzles in its own little exoskeleton, cackling. And he's going to target it. And try an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
And miss. Disco.
Hello. Alrighty. Just make sure I stay near Victoria. I'm going to cast nothing, because I'm going to cast death as I strike the small one with my scythe.
Miss.
Miss by Alright, well, let's try it one more time, yeah? That's definitely a miss, alrighty.
Oh no. I think that night out, that day out yesterday kind of affected you guys.
Don't appreciate this little thing. And I'll do ceremony protection to grant myself a +1 AC bonus until the start of my next turn.
Okay. So, Victoria, you kind of... I think you got shocked back into reality as you are cognitive enough to understand what is happening.
You're not gonna be biting my brother. Alright. Drawing rapier for one.
Okay.
Devising a stratagem. And I also roll the knowledge check for it. Recall knowledge, so...
Okay.
What do I roll?
Nature. Or a specific lore or unspecific lore.
Nature it is.
Take a look at it. It looks like an ant, but it's on 2 legs and holding a weapon.
Yeah, that much is bad. And my last action is to use the 21 to hit it.
21 does hit.
Alright, so that deals 6 damage.
Alright, let me take a look. Alright, your weapon is regular weapon. No special materials.
That's my turn.
Okay. Top of the round. This creature is not hidden to Samshu. So he's going to move over here and try to take a hit over on Reed with the short sword.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we're going to first...
Oh, yeah. Should I... Didn't actually check. Oh yeah, I need to add the razor shield thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go, yeah. I forgot that.
Yep. Go ahead. You probably want to do that now.
Yeah,
because
no, I did it now.
The first thing you'll be doing is you are both now in its aura of unluck. And I'm going to need both of you to make a DC 20 will save. Because if you fail, and this gremlin does damage to you, you'll be taking even more damage. That is a failure. So I'm going to drag this effect onto you. You can hero point.
No, failure is fine. It can always get worse.
Okay.
All right, Samshu, I need it from you as well.
Well, let's see.
Ooh, that's a crit fail.
Hero point.
That's a regular fail.
Okay, better. Progress.
Progress. All right. Targeting Reed. This is the first action. She's going to drop the short bow and take out the short sword. Then with the second action, stab.
I mean, wasn't her first action to move?
Oh, that is correct. So this is the third action. You are absolutely correct. I apologize. And that is a
Fine.
miss.
Yes! The shield pays off.
She
Can I
just
see her when she tries to attack?
Oh yes, she has revealed herself once she attacks. So now she's
Okay.
seen by everyone. She is observed. Samshu.
All right. So, does Pathfinder have the whole ranged attack? Well, I guess magic missile, it doesn't matter. It just hits, huh?
This creature might not have an attack of opportunity.
Well, I was saying if I cast magic missile right next to him, I don't think it has any negatives because it's magic missile.
I don't think it has.
Nope,
I
there are
can-
no negatives. It always hits.
Yeah.
That is what I'm doing. Magic missile times 3. Pew pew pew.
Remember, you can roll 3d4 plus 3. All at once. If you choose. Oh, 11 damage of force. They cannot resist that. But this is a very hardy little gremlin.
Dislike.
Vexget. Vexget! And it begins to climb all over this nearly dead man. Ah! It's on me!
Oh, Christ.
It's going to grapple him and fail miserably as it just goes in and out of his vest. Vexget! Vexget! And now with Map, going to try to bite him.
Oh, that was
Ooh! 6 damages? This man is dying too!
No.
And he just holds the maw over his head victoriously, saying, Vexget! Read!
Ah, Christ. Remind me. Oh, God. I don't. Okay. Is feeding someone a potion 1 action or 2 actions?
It is 1 action, but you need to use 1 action to put it in your hand.
Okay, in that case,
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I can get heroes.
are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay then. In that case, I guess I'll attack the little creature next to us.
Okay.
How did I target? Was it control click?
T.
No?
T for
T.
target.
Yeah, okay. And then I guess I'll attack it, yeah. What? Yeah.
Remember, you're in that aura of unluck, and it seems to be affecting you. That was a crit miss. Now its special ability activates. Collateral damage. A strike critically misses the Kirkshin. Redirects the strike back onto the creature. The attacker re-rolls the strike against yourself. So, please
okay.
target yourself with your spear.
Okay, and I mean, a 2 misses me too. Nah. Yeah. I'll do it.
Yeah?
Strike. I mean, if it keeps doing, yeah, if it does the weaker one again, yeah, it misses.
Yeah. So you got 2 actions left.
Yes. I will. There's really not much I can do other than attacking and raising my shield. Which yeah, I guess. Oh, speaking of yeah, I guess I'll just attack again. Why not?
Okay.
Oh, not me again. Ah! I forgot to retarget.
That's
Still,
okay.
Would a yeah,
16 does not hit.
does not hit that thing either.
Yep.
Like, I can either hit it or myself. It's fine. I'm gonna raise the shield again.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Harros needs... Oh, wait. Harros needs to be moved on top of Vexkit, so we're not going... Yep. When you're downed in combat, you get moved on top of the person who downed you. So I'm not going to make him roll the DC 12 just yet. Disco's turn.
Let me just make sure I have this. Where are you?
I'm right here, sir.
Feature. Hello, friend.
I'm trying to kill you.
No. No way.
I introduced conflict as a means of telling the narrative.
Alright, first and foremost, Disco is going to reach his hands to the sun and then cast a 2-action heal on Heroes.
Okay.
And that will be what is it? Is it D8 plus 8?
D8 plus 8, correct. Plus 8, plus 8.
Alright.
That's
yeah,
okay.
I did it already.
I'll give him 12.
That'll be 12.
Yep, so now he is not dying 2, he is wounded 2.
Cool.
And he just wakes up and he says, like, I had the most awful dream. Vexkit! Vexkit! He's just, it was real!
Not over yet, and this does not have reach. So what I'll do is I will cast guidance on Victoria. Give you a +1 to your next action you take. But after this, I cannot give you a guidance for no hour. So do it as you see fit.
Alright, I guess we'll try.
I'm going to put that under items as well, since we're going to be using that spell a lot, just like Lay on Hands.
Okay. Well, targeting it again with Devise a Stratagem.
Mm-hmm.
I do use from guidance, right?
Yep.
Well, that's bullshit. I
13.
do also do a recall knowledge on it, so...
Okay. Now
Again,
remember...
nature.
Yep, remember, when you fail, I add a +2 to the DC.
Yep.
But this time you feel like you've got it. The gremlin is covered head to toe with a crustacean-like exoskeleton. Didn't someone say you were supposed to eat a crustacean? This might be your crustacean. And it clacks and rattles every time this Vexkit moves. They delight in sabotaging the work of other creatures, often turning the works into dangerous traps. Every time that you've had a door jam, every time the wheels on a carriage got, kind of like, you know, just a little squeaky, they remove nails from boat hulls. They're little tricksters. They're usually not this violent, though. But seeing one is a sign of a larger infestation.
And, well, I mean, I can't do much, really. I'm gonna use that 13 to try to hit him, probably miss.
13 will not hit this creature, unfortunately.
Okay, and for second attack...
Oh, dear.
That's it.
Your balance is so off. All you can think about is how Professor Goatee will be disappointed in you, and you just see this horrible image of Professor OT, like on all fours, eating grass. and whatnot, just looking at you and shaking his head.
Damn. That's scary.
This Kirshen is going to target the lady with the shield because she's very troublesome.
Who's the shield?
Stab. Miss. Second attack. Miss, and she's going like, no! How is my power failing me? This time you die! Third attack.
I would have fun if that was a 1.
Mage's cheat. Shamshu.
Yay. Let's give him a good old daze.
Mm-hmm.
Target must attempt to will save.
Alright, she's gonna do that save. Your magic will never affect me! Oh no, your magic affected me! As she just holds her head and yelps her little yip yap.
Only a little bit. Sadly not a crit fail, so they don't get stunned. And then for my next one, I will put up my shield as an action.
Okay. You put the shield on yourself.
And then next.
Okay. Eros is gonna get up. He's gonna say thanks for that. And he's gonna try to grapple this thing.
Oh, Eros.
He died how he lived.
Well.
He's as bad as the ant as they're locked in a critical struggle with each other. And you just see him, this huge panda, wrestling this tiny ant-man. And he's just looking at you like sweating bullets, looking back to Victoria and Disco. He's too strong!
Your magic!
Oh, right! He's gonna target this thing with a ray of frost. At map. Because he tried to grapple first.
Mm-hmm.
But
No! He's too dexterous! Dexterous. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Maybe I should be going to school. Vexkit! Vexkit doesn't like this person that healed the panda.
Well, I don't like you, friend.
Grapple!
Wait.
Yeah?
He tries to
Failure.
grapple the tree. I was like, no. No! Bite! Nom! Nom!
You gotta stop critting.
4 whole damage as this ant bites your exoskeleton, and you just hear this big clunk.
I actually felt that one.
And his little exoskeleton goes clack, clack, clack. Read.
This time for sure. I'm gonna spear.
Okay.
Also, how do I should probably get rid of the shield race every time.
Yep.
Also, unblock aura, it lasts for as long as we're in the aura, right?
Yep. And it has... Go ahead.
If we were to walk out of the aura and go back in again, does it reapply?
Yep, you would need to remake your save.
Okay, but...
You also don't know
the
how...
aura was 20 feet, right?
I cannot tell you that information.
I'm gonna scroll up.
No metagaming.
This is just my memory, not metagaming.
Mm.
I totally remember this.
Oh, God. So when I post information like that, it's a show of good faith. You
Ah,
need to
okay,
know your
okay.
knowledge. Yep. You need, if you ask a question about a creature's ability, you need to
Okay.
roll knowledge.
In that case, I'll just stay here.
Okay.
And I'll spear.
Okay. Ooh, that aura of unluck.
Yeah.
Let's your way out of that.
Yeah, I don't want to leave Somshu, but yeah, I'm gonna just stay here and raise a shield.
Okay.
And for my last action, I'll recall knowledge.
All right.
Can I do it with survival?
You may not. It has to be
Okay.
nature, an unspecific lore, or a specific lore.
Can I use? Okay, I'll just use nature. I don't
Okay.
think it's gonna be close lore.
All right. All right, you take a look at this creature. It looks like a small dog, and you start remembering things that you've heard about in the temple about a god trickster that feeds on mages.
Hmm. Okay, that explains why it's only after some of us. But yeah. Yeah, that's okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna tell Somshu to I can take care of this if I'd be a lot happier if she's away from the danger. And the danger being the small dog. Oh, and I did raise my shield. I'm just gonna drag.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna press the button.
The button. Disco. This thing bit you.
Yeah. This is gonna reposition themselves just one up. And just look at this whole this dancing fool. And I'll target behind me and cast Divine Lance. Good.
Ooh. Hit.
20 to hit.
Yeah. Let's see if this creature is evil.
You take 7 good damage.
They do indeed take 7 good damage as you just hear this
Okay.
burning and sizzle as the light of the lance pierces its body and goes like, no! That's unfair! You can't attack me outside of my unluck aura! You get in here!
No. And that's my turn.
Victoria.
All right. Continuing devising a stratagem against it. Yep. I have yet to roll good.
It's just one of those days.
Yeah.
The roleplay was
just-
good, but the rolls are bad.
I'll use my this
Okay.
to make Drakeheart mutagen, and I'll give it to Heros. How do I?
Now remember, it stops being potent at the end of your turn, so if you give it to Heros,
True.
you're giving him a glass of water.
And
you got-
that's
You gotta drink
Feed
it.
it to him, maybe.
You could baby bird him, or Disco, if Disco can drink.
I mean, can I just like give him and he drinks it immediately?
Nope. You have to pour. You have to use an interact, and you just pour it in his throat. Like you bait. You.
Weird.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's that extra action. It's not to give. It's to use it on him. Because it's in your hand now. The quick tincture allows you to do that.
Hold up, does it allow me to do anything?
But if you give it to him to
Yeah,
hold, he has to use an action to drink it, and after your turn, it immediately goes away.
Oh well. I'll just spend my next action to attack it with 15 then. I'm not gonna use quick tincture.
Okay.
Yeah, attack it with 15, and for my third I'll attack him with +0
Okay.
for a 3.
15 misses by 1.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
Kirshen is really pissed off at this, the shield lady. You may just think you're so smart. I'm gonna eat your brains. Hit. And some lucky stabbing. For a total
wait.
of 6 damage.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Damage.
Yep. And she's gonna stab you a second time.
Oh, no.
Missed by 1. Third time. Miss. She
It's my
just
shield.
cackles wildly. Ah, I got you. Finally. Samshu.
Samshu, you're my only hope.
It's okay. I totally got this.
Also, please get out of here.
I totally got this.
I'll
Days.
protect you! Like,
days.
as the dog's stabbing me.
Let's go.
Oh.
Stunned 1. Less actions.
Yep.
Also damage. Sadly, I don't think I get increased damage.
Yes,
Nope,
you do. It's
wait,
a
what?
basic
Oh, yeah,
save.
Basic.
Oh, it's basic, so 8.
So now she is stunned, and she is also suffers 8 points of mental damage as she just whines and whinnies as she goes like, "No, they're attacking my mind."
Yes. And another shield, so sustain that.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right.
I'm doing things, guys.
We got this.
Magic. A friendship.
He's gonna punch it for 2 damage.
It's better than none.
Well, he's gonna try to grapple it again.
Heroes use magic, you fool.
Right. It made me angry. Failure. Vexkit. Vexkit. Ah.
Uh-oh.
Attack.
Like a Beyblade.
It's gonna explode like the chicken.
Bite.
You self-destruct. It was super effective.
Oh,
Crit miss.
oh.
It's gonna use the maul.
Oh,
Oh, that's a definite hit.
Hit. And he gets to shove now.
Oh, thank God.
Minimum damage of 2. And he's gonna attempt to shove him off. -10 because of map. That's a failure.
Okay.
Vexkit. Read.
you little fuck. Prepare to meet your maker. I don't know all these
Kill him.
creatures on land and what they do, but you seem quite malicious.
You are
And
no
you're trying to
match.
attack my friend.
You are no match for the power of the stone ghost. We are all powerful. Holy crap! You hit me!
12.
Stone ghost, protect me!
Ah, yes. Damage.
Damages.
Okay, yeah, it rolled the right die.
Yep.
Yes.
No. No! This isn't the way it was supposed to be.
I don't want to kill you.
I don't want to die!
Yeah.
Should have thought of that before you started out.
Ah, I don't want to die!
Oh god, he's gonna explode.
I'll if I do a non-lethal. Oh yeah, I guess I can.
Yep, you can non-lethal if you want.
Yeah, so that's circumstance -2.
Mm-hmm.
-2. Nope. Nope, it comes out to an even 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna non-lethally attack myself.
Yep.
Is that?
Yeah.
Because yeah, that's what happens, right?
Right. She's gonna use it. And see how you like it. Taste of your own medicine.
Yeah, I'm not too worried.
Rolls 2 20s.
Yeah, I rolled another one. Oh yeah, that's cool. And then I'm gonna raise my shield.
Alright. Isn't this an interesting battle? I didn't think it would take this long.
Everybody keeps missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I would want to get out of the aura, but it's like I'm legitimately like, Samshu, I gotta take your hits. I can't carry your burdens.
Fine. It's fine.
Disco.
You
Oh
still
god,
won.
the Skyrim reference! You brought it back around! Disco.
I will shout to the Cardi. These are evil creatures. That's why my
Alright.
attacks hurt. And I'll target the disco one in front of me
Okay.
and
The disco one.
strike.
Yep. Ooh, that's
Really? It's 17 misses.
You hit the one that's over by Samshu. The 17 hits the Vex Kit.
Okay, my mistake. I was targeting the wrong creature.
That's okay. That's a hit.
Max damage.
10! And he looks near death. And he goes, Vex Kit! Vex Kit! As some of his exoskeleton comes off. No! Vex Kit! He looks
And
pathetic.
then non-lethally,
Yep.
I will punch it with the other hand.
Miss.
Non-lethal attack with the other hand.
There's
You
so-
roll a 20.
There's so many other hands. Vex Kit! Vex Kit! He just gives you the eyes.
That's my 3 actions.
Okay. Victoria.
All right. Well, again, devising a stratagem
Mm-hmm.
because it worked so good in the past.
Ooh, this one looks like a good one.
Yeah. Can I, for my second action, make that non-lethal attack?
You absolutely can, because remember, you're the one that does the stratagems. You decide everything ahead of time.
Yeah, but I basically rolled this, so I know the result of the D20. So
That's the best part about being the investigator.
okay, well, so the non-lethal is -2 in that case, right?
Correct. That will hit. It's AC
Okay.
of 16. This thing
So 7.
sleeping. Wounded, unconscious. Vexkit! Vexkit!
Is it like a Pokemon?
Ah!
Did we capture it?
Yeah, you did! You get
Oh.
Vexkit!
And I'll just look towards this Kershkin
Yeah.
and I'll just say, "You're next," and I'll try to intimidate it.
Uh-oh. Oh, you are within 30 feet, so yeah. The DC is 18.
I already rolled private.
That's okay. Failure.
F. Well, that's my turn.
No. No, the killing is gonna happen again. The mages are gonna kill all of us. I can't let that happen. I must protect my friends. Die! Your shield is no match. Friendship power of stabbing. A total of 14 damages with the stab.
Okay, I'll use my shield this time.
All right.
So that is a...
Subtract the hardness of the shield from the damage.
Yeah, so that's 9.
Yep, so you and the shield both take 9 HP.
Yeah, and since, yeah, the attack is... Wait, is it... So the lucky is additionally on the initial attack, right?
I'm sorry?
The unlucky stabs.
The unlucky...
So it's one... It's just a bonus.
She deals 1d6 damage with her melee strikes against creatures affected by her unluck aura.
Yeah, I'm just... Yeah, that it's added on to the original.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, now she's gonna
That
take...
hurts.
Yeah, it does, and she's got 2 more left.
One more with the stunned, right?
Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. I have to spend that stun. See that? You have to keep me honest. Samshu.
It's me. Prepare for more. You'll never guess.
Oh no.
Days, 'cause it's the only thing that I don't have to roll for. He has to roll for it.
Oh!
Ooh, it happened again.
He stunned one again.
Oh, but that's also non-lethal damage, right?
It is. Stunned one,
Good.
8 damage. As she begins to shake and say, and cry, and say, no, I don't want to die. Stone Ghost,
Okay.
help me.
Nope. Don't help. Raise shield and turn.
Okay. Peros is gonna pick this thing up. Ah, I got it! You see, I did grapple it.
Yeah, just don't hurt it.
Read.
Okay, I'm getting hurt, so I'm getting out of here. Also, I don't think this thing is long for the world.
Don't run away! I almost had you!
And will I attack or will I not?
I was unconscious.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the little thing
Oh.
over there.
Ooh.
I don't
Nope.
I don't think I will. He's no longer my problem. I'm gonna drink a potion.
Okay.
And then that's taking it out, drinking it, yes.
Mm-hmm. Interact?
Is it 1d8 really?
It is.
For some reason I remember it being 1d6.
It's the same as a heal spell, 1 action.
Yeah.
Alright. You feel a little bit better, but that dress is kind of bloodied now.
Yeah.
No.
Clicky clicky.
Oh yeah.
Disco.
There's some-
Oh, go ahead.
As I'll walk towards the creature. Is there a saving throw to enter the space?
Yes, there is.
What is the save I should be rolling?
DC 20 will.
Will?
Well, I am.
Failure.
I will use
Come
a
on.
hero point to reroll that.
Okay.
Because it's passable.
But oh yeah, you did.
It was passable.
Mer.
Yes. Meh. Target the creature.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why did you get the aura?
Because it's DC 20.
Is
and I rolled an 18.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. I don't wanted it. I wanted this unlocked so I don't hurt you, you cretin. Strike.
Strike.
Non-lethal.
Genocidal mages. It's time for you to
Take
get a
your
taste.
reaction.
Yep. It's time for you to get a taste of your own medicine.
Well, time to target myself.
Crit miss.
Yeah.
And then you're caught in a spin of like, retribution, missing, retribution, collateral
Let's go
damage.
one
it.
time.
It's an infinite loop. 0. She can only
Love to
take
see
1
it.
I
reaction.
mean, it did roll misfortune the first time.
Yeah.
Oh no, you attacked it again. No, collateral damage again. No, wait, not.
Yep.
Victoria,
Yes,
up.
wait.
DC 20. Will save, please.
Or I don't.
Because you are now in the creature's aura. Ooh, Victoria
Oh.
resists it.
I did it.
One
How
of us
dare
did.
you?
I'll just. I need to do devise a stratagem. I deal 0 damage otherwise. And I can do recall knowledge as part of that,
Okay.
which I didn't do on this one. So what do I roll?
Nature, or an unspecific lore, or specific lore. Ooh. I can tell you some details about this creature. It is a gremlin, a fae, neutral evil. This one seems unique, but you can't get any unique details about them. Their unlock aura is a misfortune effect, mental. And they have lucky stabs. They are natural thieves. And they add their dexterity modifier to damage rolls instead of strength. They have dark vision. You know all about their reaction. And weakness to cold iron 5.
Oh,
Did I crit succeed?
Maybe.
Because if I did, I get +1 on attack, and everybody else
You may take the
Does.
+1 to attack then.
is this.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, and spending my third action to hit for 16.
Mm-hmm.
Was it
are
hit?
you doing
Six.
regular or non-lethal?
16 does not hit.
Alright. But, since I told you, since I'm basically telling you all it's part of device stratagem, everybody gets +1 bonus to next attack roll against it.
Mm.
But that's my turn.
You think you're so smart?
Yes.
Going to attack Victoria, because they were the only one who could resist the aura. Stab! No!
Well, both hit.
You will
Yeah,
fall
but-
down!
He only gets
I mean,
2 though.
all
You
three
will
hit.
fall!
No, he only gets 2.
Here.
He only gets 2. He's got the stun.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping me honest. Damblages.
Also, I don't want to do this, but
Ooh.
oh no, wait. Is it? Oh, it's 15, not. Yeah, she's not in 15 feet of me.
Yep.
I'm going down if you don't do it.
Too far away.
You're just 5 feet away. Too far. That's a shame.
So, the second was a crit, so you are dying too.
Oof.
And Victoria slumps down to the ground. At last! Retribution! Our deaths were meaningful!
No.
Samshu!
Alrighty then. Well, you guys might be really surprised when I cast Daze on them again. Because it's the only thing. Yeah, remember.
Behold my power!
No! His brain! You guys gave him confidence. Go away.
Adaptation.
I believe that it's a regular pass, so is that half damage on a basic save?
Half damage on a basic save. Has 1 HP left.
Oh my god. Near death. Well, sadly, all of my things take 2 actions, so
You could punch it.
or 1 minute. I can punch it. Well, I guess that's happening. Why did I do that? It's got strength, right? Oh, here we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gets mapped because I already attacked, technically?
Nope. That wasn't an attack roll.
Ah. Well, good.
Doesn't have the attack tag.
Punch! Oh.
Miss. Crit miss! You know what happens now! Punch yourself!
I punch myself.
Ooh, I did not mean to do that. There we go.
Do I still take the lower, or is it the...
Still take the lower.
Okay, then I do not punch myself. Hooray!
Yay.
Almost. Well, I
All right.
tried, guys.
Also, you lay on hands, and your shield should have expired, right?
My shield doesn't until my next... Until the start of... Ooh, I know lay on hands did, but that does, which means
Yeah,
I do punch myself? I do punch myself, no!
Oh no. I hear crying. You
One
take
whole
1
damage
point
to
of
myself.
damage. Victoria, Harros is gonna heal you. 15 back with his primal abilities.
Ah.
And he's gonna run right over to you. I got you! And does the will save.
Is he carrying the Vex kit?
He
Oh, it's
is!
dead?
It's not dead. It's unconscious. It's unconscious. Don't worry. Yeah, he's affected by it too now. Look, guys, me too.
We're all unlucky.
Read.
Oh gosh. I will spend 2 actions to run around.
Okay,
And I
I
will
need
help-
that will save.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna get here because I want to flank it. And
Yep.
will save is
Meh.
hopefully not too bad.
Oh God.
Of course, it's the worst. I'm gonna hero point that because it can't get worse. I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
There you
That's
go,
when
there
you
you
use
go.
hero points. That's
Okay.
when you use hero point.
Ooh.
Yay!
Foretold.
Heroic action. No. You
Then
make.
I'm just gonna be like, should I raise my shield? I don't think so. I'm gonna non-lethally attack you.
Go ahead. Cook me and eat me.
What? Is that wait? Is that what you think we're trying to do?
That's exactly what the stone goes. Blah blah blah. Unconscious.
Yes! I don't know how much HP it had, but 11, I think.
Going okay.
Yep. So I guess we're not eating these guys, but what are we gonna do with them?
I take out the rope from yesterday's performance. We're gonna tie them up first.
What's happening here?
Prof-
Why are you covered in blood? What are these things? Are these gremlins? Are you okay? And he looks over at all of you. Why did you punch yourself? He immediately begins treating you.
Oh,
Thank you, Professor OT, and I'll bind the two of the gremlins together with the rope.
Mm-hmm.
How does it work when I'm after I'm not dying anymore?
It becomes wounded, so you are wounded too.
Damn.
And then these other professors catch up, along with this strange-looking Asian woman. And they begin to scour over you and heal you up and treat your wounds. They go like, oh, thank goodness. What happened here? You were attacked? This is the second time you have been attacked!
I feel like the school's not going to work if we keep getting attacked. And I
The
say
magical-
that jokingly.
No! The magical ward should be keeping everyone safe. I don't understand. How did these gremlins get in? Was it the
apparently
tunnels?
They were looking for magic users.
They
But
think
why?
We're going to eat them. They said the stone ghosts repeatedly.
Stone ghost? And he looks confused.
Regardless, they think that we're trying to be antagonistic to their kind, and I don't think that is the case. They say we eat these creatures, which is strange.
And
We
this,
do not eat them, right, Professor OT?
he says, like, no, we certainly don't. We do not eat sentient beings. We are not from Geb. And this professor, who introduces himself as Mafikia Awari, says, like, oh, this is very troubling. And he kneels down and looks at the unconscious creature. We should question them when they wake. We should take them to a holding area. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, please don't kill them. They seem very confused.
No, it is not the way of the Magambia to kill. You students have done well.
Should we do the ceremony another day? Like tomorrow?
Nope, we're going to do it right now, and they're going to collect the unconscious creatures from you, and with a flick of her hand, this mysterious person is going to teleport them into a holding cell.
Does the mysterious person look familiar to Disco?
Nope.
Okay.
So none of us, I take it.
No, none of you have seen this woman before.
Yeah. That's the thing with mysterious characters named the Stranger. They're always gonna be a stranger.
Do
never
you
know
want
who they're gonna be.
Here, do you want her name to be this? Like in a real RPG.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
that's good.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Now I understand.
Yes.
Oh, so this name.
Oh.
Naruhodo.
And
Got it.
Koride is going to go right over to Disco and say, like, it is true.
Huh?
You are a plant. You are wondrous.
I am not. I am not a plant. My body may be plant-like, but I am not a plant.
Professor Zuma is going to come over to Reed and say, yes. Yes, very nice. Very nicely done.
Nice.
Oh, maybe I can discuss it later, but can you look after Victoria for a moment?
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, dear. Let me help you. So yeah, they treat your wounds and everything. Do you have some questions for your new professors who have quote unquote come to your rescue, but not really?
Professors, who are you, and are you the representatives of each of the
Branches?
the branches of the school?
Ah, yes. And they will introduce themselves because they were very concerned with your safety. That is why they did not begin with the introductions. So, let's start with Zuma. And besides being someone who's called Teacher Zuma, he is a half-orc conspiracy theorist, very eccentric person. And as you start giving information about the gremlins or whatnot, they begin to correct you. Not like snapping or whatnot, but they just say like, oh, actually, it's this. And they seem to be extremely interested in the political and magical climate. You can tell that they are a very intellectual, sharp person. And this is someone who specializes in abjuration magic. They are the representative of the Emerald Boughs, and they are concerned primarily with the truth. Whatever the truth may be, because Zuma says the truth is different depending on who is perceiving it. Now, Mafikia, he is a celebrity. He is someone who has participated very recently in the tournament of the Ruby Phoenix. However, he did not win, but he earned enough money and prestige for his village to save it. And part of that contribution went to one of you as your sponsor. Because you are from the same village he is. You know who Professor OT is. And Koride, they are someone who loves plants very much. Koride is someone who has a lot of flaws, but she endears herself to students very quickly. She neglects things like commitments and whatnot, so she's kind of the professor who's a little a student herself. She's very forgiving about mistakes, and despite her irresponsibility, she is someone that Cesare looks up to very much. And she is with the Rain Scribes. She loves bugs as well as plants.
Well, Professor, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for aiding us.
And they begin tidying you up and whatnot. And this woman casts an area effect heal for you, so you're at full now.
Hello?
Wushi Hagabashi Naiyu, she says to you, and pats you on the head.
Was that Mowangi or Rasu?
Tianzen.
Thank you.
Nibushi Waha Shalani de Nuli Zi Yaema, she asks.
I will tilt my head in confusion and take out a notebook. And in common, I say, I do not understand. Or right now, I do not understand.
Hengakuyo Renshin ni Wusha Haojin.
Professor OT, do you understand what this person's saying?
He looks so confused and concerned with the students and getting you back up and patched up that he goes like, yes, this is Haojin.
Haojin, it's nice to meet you.
Konnichiwa.
Whoa, we're breaking too many language barriers. That is multilingual, man.
It's a fantasy world.
I know, my brain is breaking. I'm trying to translate in my head. Disco will have to learn languages.
I have many of those.
And Mafikia says, don't you know this person? They are your sponsor, he says to Disco.
I will... You know what? Language is hard, right? Can we take out our beads?
Yeah, you can take out your beads. She'll come over to Reed and start looking at her and sizing her up, going like, Tournament?
Wait a second.
Tournament? What?
Yes. She seems to be sizing you all up.
I'll whisper to all of you. I forgot to tell you there's a tournament this weekend.
What?
We'll talk about it after our ceremony, but there's a tournament this weekend.
Got it.
Yeah, I think we'll leave it there for right now.
Oof.
So what did you guys think of the session?
It's good.
It opened my eyes to how combat ready Disco really was.
And how not combat ready I am. Thank you for not stabbing me multiple times.
I think I have started demonstrating my luck with the dices.
I think it's better. Whenever I played, I was the one who, without fail, like I always rolled like between a 1 and a 5 for initiative, like consistently.
I mean, You saw what I rolled for initiative. You saw what I rolled for hits, and you saw what enemies roll when they targeted me.
Yes.
I mean,
Still my
it's
favorite part.
just one battle.
We have a pet. A pet that can be mercilessly killed, but a pet nonetheless.
Yeah.
Should have brought the goat.
Yeah, Professor
No,
Oak could
what?
help.
So Professor OT could kick us out immediately? Nah.
That is true. We're kind of hiding it from him.
We're gonna release it into the woods, right?
No.
Just
He's
release the
ours.
goat into the
We
jungle. That's a
named
great
him.
idea.
Now we're gonna release it
He's
into the
ours.
Spire Dorm.
No, there's like a person who takes care of chickens. They probably got a farm. We could put Professor Goatee there.
I think if Professor OT has a fear of goats, there will be probably a pretty strict no goats allowed.
We're persuasive. He's got to face his
Possibly.
fears. It's part of life. I don't know.
And it's not like we know.
All right, but I am gonna hop out of here. I'll talk
Oh,
to
yeah.
y'all later.
No sweat.
Thank you so much for the session, everyone.
Yeah, it was great.
Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed your little talking icons and the new dice.
Yes.
Oh,
It was a blast and a half.
has there been talking
I
like
have
that?
the stream
Yes.
open, so I'll check it
Oh,
out.
Where?
yes, in the stream.
What
Yeah.
stream?
The stream. Remember I told you you were being recorded and broadcasted?
Yeah, no, I know that. It's just I've never seen the stream. I don't know where they are.
Oh,
Where-
okay.
I will post it. Oh, it's in the chat.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. Yeah, no, I've just been wondering because I know it's a
Rainbow
thing, and like you
Berry
mentioned VODs, but I haven't found a single link to where.
Oh, yeah, I
Look at
put it
them.
underpinned.
Oh,
Yeah, it's underpinned.
Oh, the YouTube. Yep.
Yeah.
okay. For some reason, okay, because I've looked at the channel and I couldn't find any streams.
Yeah, that's why I ask you for highlights and stuff, and then I go through when I do the edits and stuff, the parts that you enjoyed, and then I put those up as well, because no one will
Oh.
watch, like 4 hours of the play, but they'll watch like 5 minutes, 60 seconds.
Yeah, no,
That sounds
no,
about right.
no, that makes sense. It's just that I have been looking. I'm like, why can't I find these streams? And now, okay, now I know. Yeah, cool.
I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for hosting us.
No sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have a good night, everyone.
You too.
Good night.
All right.
Well, be
Well,
safe.
see ya.